A mic check, 1, 2, troubles in the room. We hit record and the vibes go boom. One says big thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories it goes in half a mind. We laugh, we cry, we overshare too long. Podcast now every now, just double the crutch. Double Trouble Live with twice the mess. Double Trouble Live, no stress, done, yes. We got high takes, bad breaks, and zero seal. Double Trouble Live, coming at you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Double Trouble Live.
DTL Crew, welcome. Double Trouble Live. I am Frank Scatoni, joined by my partner in crime, Chief Gambling Officer of the show, Kieran Thornton. What's up, my man? We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
Yes, we are. Tough card. Although I got some money to spend after yesterday, so I can fire away a little.
Oh, what happened yesterday?
A nice little $1,100 pick three, not too shabby, and a $315 double. And you know, it's another one of those things, Frank. We talk about it all the time afterwards. We absolutely would have done pivot tickets and had it more times, you know, just because.
Well, I just would have been happy with one time, Kieran. I didn't hit.
that winner in the last race was my top pick in that race. So, and I was kind of annoyed. I had a bunch of spread tickets on the all turf, and you know, the correct ticket didn't get it on the all turf, you know. So, but still, not too bad. Got some ammo for the weekend. So,
right. Of course, you get lucky with that horse. You know who had that horse in the debut at like a gazillion to one? I don't think my PPs go back that far, but I believe Van Dyke was riding, and the horse did everything but win at the last second at a huge price. Cost me stacks. And then, of course, you know, Kieran's on the horse, and the horse fends off all challenges and makes you money, man. We talk about the luck of the Irish, right?
It was very nice. And then, side note, we got a tight jockey title. I mean, Freshu looked like he was running away with it. We came into it today. They were both tied, Freshu and Ayusu, and he's already picked up 2 wins today, so he's ahead of the game by 2 now.
Well, I thought you were going to say Rosario is now in the hunt. Because
Rosario got another 2, and believe it or not, so Ayusu's at 31, Freshu's at 29, Rosario's at 21. So
it's too bad
he's taken up really quickly with a fraction of the mounts. He's going to be he's going to own Del Mar is what I feel.
He's going to win everything. The only thing I'm worried about is going to be like, 10 years ago where every horse he's on is 3 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, it's he looks like his old self, right? He won like 4 races for Neil Drysdale. I can't remember the last time Drysdale won 4 races in a meet. I mean, granted, great Hall of Fame trainer, but he's slowed down a lot and doesn't have as much stock.
Do you know who Ayusu's? I'm butchering his name. Who's his jockey agent? Because I wanted to say when we came on this show, I want to know who that dude is, and if he has anyone else. Because I gotta say, the horses that he's been put on the last few days should not have won. And it's like what Kuss did for Jaramillo on the last jockey title. So he is putting him on. The phone calls are going to the right horses right now, and
his name. His
name is all the way down to the stretch.
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, but it's Mike Ciani, I think, Ciani. He was on Quigley's show actually maybe a week or 2 ago. So if you go to Quigley's archives on the YouTube, you should be able to see that. And I made a point to watch it because I was just as curious as you are about what he's doing.
Does he have anyone else?
I don't know if he has anyone else, but I do know he's been around a while, and he's had a lot of like mid-level journeymen. No one, to my knowledge anyway, that has really stood out like this. But he's been around the game. He's not an old guy, but he's been around the game a long time. And he said that he admires the most about Ayuso is that he's just good on any kind of horse. You know how certain guys are better on turf. speed horses, close. He is good on turf, dirt, front runners, closers. It doesn't matter. He says the guy's hands are just absolutely incredible. Now, they're speaking jockey language. I don't know what that means, but apparently it's a good thing.
Well, for you guys watching, the reason we pay attention to that is the jockeys usually aren't the ones. They do pick some of their mounts. It's their agent who do the handicapping. And if they were allowed to play in contests, they would own every betting contest there was, because they're some of the sharpest handicappers there are. And when you see someone like this with some of the mounts that, you know, he's winning on, you got to pay attention, because this guy, they're out to win it right now. And Freshu, he's down by 2. I thought he was going to run away with it.
I mean, what an honor that would be for both Mike and
Frank,
Armando.
They're loading for race 7. They're a little delayed today. Do you want to let everyone go watch the race and then we can come back? Or do you care? We could just keep going. I
think we can just keep it on and talk, and people will watch, because I don't have a vested interest in this race. But, you know, we won't ignore it. But at the same time, I think we can still catch up, because it's been a minute, man.
I already have a pivot ticket before we even started the show.
How many hennies are you in right now? It's late in the day. It's 4 o'clock.
I was floating around in the pool earlier, and I was like, Kira was going to bring me out a drink. I was like, nope, not till the show starts.
How is that new Speedo suit that you got? Is it fits nice and snug?
It's great. I'm all tanned and everything. Look how I'm not Snow White right now. But no, I did a little pivot ticket because I saw that I didn't have Ayuso here in the first leg of the all turf. So I was like, well, you know what? I got to throw together a ticket there. I mean, do you want to throw your picks up now or after this race?
Yeah, let's wait till after this race. While we're doing that, why don't you talk a little bit about a very special promotion we are having during the show later if you stick with us.
Yes.
This will give people time to actually sign up if they haven't already.
Go to markgelding.com and stick your email in there and your state. If you've already signed up, if you don't mind and you didn't have that state box, go back. And the reason we're just asking for your state is, you know, we're kind of talking with some ADWs, and believe it or not, what state you're in could generate better promotions for some of you guys. Those of us in California, we get nothing. But for those of you guys around the country, there might be some very nice bets coming forward for this summer for you guys. So go to markgelding.com, stick your email in, and we will send you free content. You're going to get our notes on our grids, and Frank is going to be doing his mattress at Del Mar.
Matrix.
It's free. We're going to do a raffle later, or pick a number out of the hat, and 2 people get $125. And all we're going to need, we have your email. So whoever the 2 guys are the winners, we're going to send the emails off to Tyler at ExpressBet, and he's going to load your account with unrestricted betting credits to use hopefully by tomorrow, if not closing day. But yeah, free money.
Free money. Unfortunately, we had to tell Mark Gelding numerous times that neither he or family members are eligible for this promotion. So sorry, Clark Melding, Jark Ridgeling, Gelding 1.23 at Gmail. You're not eligible, guys.
And Freshu just won that race, so he's 1 behind.
Okay.
It's one of those things.
Here's the question. I don't know who Freshu's agent is. Do you know who that is?
I do not know who his agent is either, but I will say he's not been getting as good a rides. I would say Ayuso is winning on more horses I wouldn't think he would win on. And that's a testament, you know what I mean? And Freshu's lost with some favorites that I thought, were standout favorites. So he's winning when it's hard to win. He's fighting for it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a tremendous accomplishment because he came. I wouldn't say he came out of obscurity, but he was up at Golden Gate and he was perfectly fine and always showed ability. But I don't think anyone ever expected him to have the amazing success that he's been having now. So it's not an easy thing to do. So. It's going to be a very, very interesting summer at Del Mar because of, I know people joke all the time that this jockey colony is not very good and it doesn't hold a candle to Pratt. And you know what? Whatever, that's fine. but it is going to be the best jockey colony at Del Mar that we've seen in possibly 20 years.
And you heard Joe Bravo's coming out for Del Mar, right?
And Julien Leparoux.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. So
I'm not crazy about that, but
yeah, I mean, I've used them on some contests back east when I need a crazy price and some craziness happens, but I think we just have too many hot guys right now that I don't think Joe's going to get very many mounts. You know, and some of these other guys
might be a paid vacation for him. But Riley Shapiro is going to take his book. So
okay.
Riley's a good, smart, young man in the sport. Early 20s, I think. His family has been around the game for a very long time. He's in the process of helping Tyler Bays resurge his career. Maybe he'll have the same luck with Bravo. Bravo on the turf at Del Mar, when he was out here
back in the day,
I don't know, 5, 10 years, 8 years ago, whatever, he was fantastic. So you never know. I just like the fact that, you're going to get a pretty good jockey no matter what kind of horse you land on, right? So there's nothing worse than landing on a horse that you love and you're like, oh my God, I just know this guy's going to butcher the ride. You know what I mean? So there's still a couple of jockeys that will do that here, but
I mean,
we have a lot of talent to choose from over the summer. It's going
to use a word that Frank uses, Gold Phoenix is racing tomorrow against a bunch of tomato cans. And even then, I mean, he's 7-5 morning line. He will absolutely be 3-5 or 4-5. But even then, towering above this, this class. One of my friends reminded me that the last time I said, it's like San Diego State basketball playing a high school team and your horse lost. So it's all on the ride that Barrios gives tomorrow, which sucks.
Well, I mean, I can't see a world.
It's going to be a glacier pace. And my only thing is don't be 800 miles back and then one of these donkeys on the lead just go, you know what? This is my day today.
Yeah, well, that's true. But, I mean, he's got 14 furlongs to work out a good trip. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And
it's going to take an epically bad ride to screw it up, I think.
And yesterday, Long May She Reign, that was my guy Belmont on that horse, right? Cesar Belmont?
I think you're right, yeah.
And if we'd done a show, I was going to say, I don't know if I mentioned it on the last show, so Go Phoenix's last workout. I am a huge fan of Cesar Belmont.
That was a joke, right? Because you've mentioned it on every show since the beginning of time. But, multiple times.
So, we get videos of the workouts and whatnot, and then Phil usually does a video, his thoughts on how the workout went. And in all my years and all the horses I've owned, that is probably the most positive vocal I've seen Phil on an exercise rider, aka jockey, in all those years. Like, to the point, that's why I took a serious look at everything he was. I mean, that was largely a part of the reason I jumped on May She Reign yesterday too, just because he's feeling it right now. I think he's someone who could, if he starts getting some mounts, could be a surprise down at Del Mar. I mean, it's all on the mounts, and it's going to be a tough jockey colony. But when you've got someone like Phil singing his praises and trusting on horses like Go Phoenix, most people wouldn't know that information, but that is absolutely an asterisk you should put next to that jockey. And do not toss him. Who's this guy? He wins 3%. I would not be tossing that dude at all. All right.
Yeah, we talked about him very early on because I think it was at the fall meet. I ran into Derek Lawson at Del Mar, and for those who don't know Derek, he is a jockey agent, and he is the one who was responsible for starting Pratt and his awesome career here in Southern California, because Pratt came here speaking French, and Derek is the only jockey agent I know who speaks French. So they teamed up perfectly and had a great run together. And then, I asked Derek who he was repping at the time, and I think it was Pereira. I don't know if he still reps Pereira now, but he said, hey, keep an eye out. I got this kid coming over from France. He goes, Pratt 2.0. Now, I know he was exaggerating when he said that because the kid's only like 20, 21. But, just to even put his name in the same sentence with Pratt tells you that this guy could have a bright future. And you're right, Kieran. No one is going to be paying attention to him because he doesn't have the gaudy statistics. But you and I have watched him for the last 6 months. We know he can ride.
Yeah, if you like and I would say if you like a long shot and you see that he's on it, some tendencies for some gamblers might be I'm not using that long shot because of him. I would actually tell you to upgrade that horse if you're looking at it, and do not discount that dude being on it. But hey, time to make some money, Frank. Let's get rolling.
All right, let's do
I was just looking at the will pays, dominant. I mean, not really a surprise. Sumter, I thought the morning line was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that.
But I mean, it got in the pick 3, Frank, $83. The next closest, I mean, is 94, later than planned, and then the 4 first piece at 90, and then it starts jumping up there on the double. They hammered 12 on the double, Frank, $48, and it wasn't just he was getting hammered across all the horses in the last leg into the 12. And second choice is the 4 at 94 with the double, and the third choice is the 2 at 129, and then the 11 at 139. Like they're saying, Mike Smith, who kind of owns the hill, and this horse plays perfectly to it. They're saying this is a slam dunk single here. What do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't say a slam dunk single. For the readers of my Matrix, my A's are the 12 and the 11. I always give extra credit to outside horses down the hill, especially ones with kind of tactical speed.
But Frank, and it's been a crazy year. The rail is winning 30%. And if I told you that at the start of the meet, you would go, you are insane. But the rail is running. I mean, if you've got early speed on the rail, they're winning. It's crazy, the percentage.
Are you sure that's down the hill, or is that just 6.5 furlongs in general?
It's down the. I was trying to. I mean, the stats are great on some stuff, and then not so much on others.
Well, I'm not saying you can't use rail horses anymore. I prefer horses with a certain running style from the outside, and Sumter and who's the other horse? I think it's Freedom's Not Free. Glad has 2 horses coming off layoffs in here. I'm using both, but I'm using the other one, which I think is the 4 on my backup ticket. But I feel pretty good about the 12 and the 11 in here.
I mean, I was all about, I mean, when I first handicapped this and I ended up putting it as my first pick, I really liked 3, Nessos. And, 1 here last out. Urton gave the horse.
We loved that horse last time.
Bondi takes it over. Sharp work. And then on sprint races, posts 1, 2, 3 are 28 of 61, across the different sprint races, including the down the hill. I did not like. I mean, I kind of had it as a long shot ticket, Frank. And as I went through and handicapped this race, I ended up upgrading it to being my top pick, believe it or not.
Nesso's Last Hurrah you're talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I really liked Later Than Planned, and when Barrios and Phil win last out, they're 37%. It's a crazy stat. First piece, I think you like that one too. Kimura for Glatt. I've not been too impressed with the riding of Kimura of late. And Smith was riding this horse. I think every single race this horse has, first piece, Smith was on. And he stuck with Sumter, which was another reason to upgrade, Sumter on the outside. How do you toss Glatt horses? I'm using the horse reluctantly on a ticket, but I don't think it was a slam dunk like the morning line price was saying at 7-2. The 6-1, I think, is probably more appropriate.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Like you said, the will pays. Was there anything funny in the pick 3 into this that's paying out in this leg? Because the looks like the morning line was a little screwy in terms of the horse you and I both thought should have been favorite and probably will be favored.
Yeah, I all the early money slammed in. I think right when the betting opened, Frank, I think it was like 10 grand came in on Sumter.
Oh, really?
Okay. Drifted up, but it was like really big early money into that horse.
Right. But also favored in the double and the late pick 3. So they just whiffed on the morning line on that one. Because sometimes we see early money come in on a horse, but the double and pick 3 reflect the morning line. Not in this case. The money's here for Sumter in every regard.
Yeah, and they kind of hedged themselves because on the pick 3 they were $83 for Sumter, $90 for first piece, $94 for Later Than Planned, and then it started jumping up. Like that pick 3 guys think it's a 3-horse race, but it's down the hill. Chaos reigns down the hill.
What did you think of later than planned? I didn't really come up with that one, but it's hard to ignore anything that D'Amato's sending out these days, right?
Oh, and I mean, Barrios, I want him to get on a heater. And I know I didn't buy into this horse, but this is one they are very, very high on. And
right.
The work's not what I would usually expect, seeing what I've seen on some of the other ones, but you just cannot toss Phil when he's heating up this time of the year going, into Del Mar.
Yeah, this is a 3-year-old facing older horses for the first time. I thought that was a very, very tough assignment. In my opinion,
for Del Mar, for something at Del Mar. This is the last turf. You got to wait till the opening day. The middle of January, and maybe on the condition books, like we have one of our horses, Arrakis. We didn't get a race done. We wanted to get a turf race in on him off the bench. Probably going to have to race him at Los Al. Otherwise, you got to wait till last week in July.
Right. Yeah. So as you can see, though, I'm starting with the 12 and 11. 12 and 11 is my A. I'm going to have that on 3 tickets. And then my backup ticket starts with the 4, 8, and the 9. I am too deep with the 6 and the 4, and the middle leg is A's, but also 8, 2, 1. But more importantly, I'm going to plant a flag in the last leg with the 9 on a bunch of my tickets.
Yeah,
so I thought that horse was very, very interesting to kind of build a ticket around, because I think the horse will go off much shorter than the morning line, but hopefully we'll get the morning line price in these sequences. And if we can catch something decent early, that could really pay nicely in the alternative, and that is also the pay leg in every other sequence.
Now the one negative on that Butterfly Beach is the 9 in the last leg.
Yeah,
dropping in class. This is the 7th race, 7th different jockey.
I know. Chappie said that yesterday.
But here's what sharp works, but bad trends. And then I said, but this is a really bad race. Rosario left Miller to ride here. And then I said, I got to come up with the right word. This is the sophisticated money single, probably. Got to get politically correct on how I.
The sophisticates.
Yes, the sophisticates. Yes. The sophisticates will probably bet that. But when I was writing my ticket, I was like, this might be a race. I'm going to single on a ticket, but I might have to do all. Actually, when I went through and put my ticket together, I was like, it's getting really crazy. And if some of these 3-legged donkeys do beat me on that last leg, but I am, if you look at my ticket, Frank, I'm kind of spready. I'm going tight 2-3, 2-6 in the next, and then big spread on a ticket, spreading in the middle. So I'm kind of doing that same. And this first race, I essentially have every horse.
Right.
Well, I have every horse except the 1, which is why I was talking about my pivot bet. I was looking at the jockey title. So this was a pivot with the jockey title, throwing Ayuso in. But then I also had to the 2. And let me edit that. I also had to add in Rosario and Freshu on the other tickets as well, because believe it or not, Rosario's he's one hot day, and he's been known to win 6 races in a day or 5 races. So this jockey's title, you got to pay attention. Let me edit this, Frank. I kind of messed up the numbers here. It's not a pick 4.
Yeah. What happens when Kieran? He is a much better multitasker than I am. I will give him credit for that. But
there's the corrected one. Yes.
Yeah. Do you have an opinion in the next race?
We can come back and correct it in the pick. The pick 3, the late pick 3. If we didn't get out of.
Do you have an opinion in the next race? I know it's not part of any of our sequences, but I'm just looking to see, because sometimes we like to see if any sophisticated money is showing up in the start of this leg going forward, right?
I thought the 4 was a very, very logical single in the next leg. Sure. And as a backup horse, I had the 7, Emma G, with Belmont on it. So that was a long shot. Let me see what I wrote there. Trainer has shoot staffs, turf to dirt, 4 of 8 for a huge profit. Route to sprint 33%. Claiming races, blah blah blah. And then I said the point is when he wins races like this on prices. So I thought the 4 was a standout, but I'm always looking to find holes with standout horses, especially in this. I mean, it's 3-year-olds who start, all that, you never won a race, blah, blah, blah. Even, like the one should dominate, but it's not like it did a whole lot in other races,
Yeah,
so,
it's hard to trust that kind of horse, but, you not really love any of them, to tell you the truth.
Going out of this race into the next using the 4. The 4 to the 4 is 15. The 12 to the 4 is $9. So it looks like it's who's next lowest? 15. The next the 8 here, Amner Hall is 29.
Yep. You know who that horse is?
Yeah.
That's the Freyshu Toe horse.
Yes.
You wrote a whole song about him.
Well, we did. And then I was looking here. Who else? 2 into the 4 is $31. So, I mean, across the board, they're saying this 12. I mean, $9 for $2. It's not as low as we would get, but that's a pretty strong testament because the next highest is the 4 to the 4. It's $16.
Right. Did you? I know it's like part of the show again, but I know you also have private clients who, for some reason, actually value your opinion. I might as well ask: do you have anything on the 5 in the next race, Lady Gambita?
I did not write notes for that one.
Okay.
I can look and see the 5. Lady.
Boom. Mic drop.
I mean, huge jockey upgrade from Victor.
Huge.
Bullet work. Bullet, he got a 4:47 work. Actually, a lot of workouts, and Rosario gets in there. So is that one getting any money from here? 4 to the 5.
Like as much as you would expect based on the morning line, nothing super special. But I like that horse. I talked about that horse on, the other show that I do on Fridays with Chappie, Gino, and Seminar Skip. And I think you watched that show, and I think you stole Chappie's angle on Butterfly Beach, 7th different jockey and 7 starts.
Well, I have these things I have these things called glasses, Frank, and I have this thing called a form, and I just looked at the form, and I went, "Oh, different jockey. Oh, different jockey." So yes, it's not rocket science. So, I mean, I get that he thinks it is, but
hey, I didn't notice it. All I noticed it was Rosario. No, that's really funny. Because usually Kieran just looks for the Irish horse or the horse with booze in the title.
I mean, I am using the Irish royalty in here. Absolutely. You crazy? I mean, a big jockey upgrade. Kimura left, I believe. Yes.
What? So we're similar here, right? Can you put your ticket up again? I'd like to just analyze it and see. I'm not going to pivot. I'm very happy with what I have here, but I want to see what you're doing in middle leg. You're very spready. And then you're also singling the 9 in the last. And then spready.
In race 10, Frank, if you told me I was only allowed to pick one horse in that race, I would go with the Freyshu horse, number 2, Sabretooth.
Really? I don't even think I have. I think I X'd that horse.
Freyshu for Yakteen, one last out. These guys are 32% for a big profit. And when I started going through this race, Frank, my notes for the first time through, and it didn't, before looking at other horses, this is my top pick before I went through, just based on what I saw. And then, I got down to Atomic, one last out for Phil. But believe it or not, Rosario's kryptonite for Phil. Oh, for the last 10.
I know. It's shocking to me.
But then I put a big but in here. But Rosario rode 2 other horses in here and left them to ride here. Bullet work. It's a Chad Brown East Coast horse.
Yes.
Raced in October at Belmont. Single on a ticket, but then capital butts. And, while Phil is on fire, sometimes his horses just need a race, and bigger.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like a horse like that, probably has a lot of ability and is going to be probably pointed toward a stakes race over the summer, I would think.
Yep. So this might be this is the last chance they had to get this kind of race before the condition books open, for Del Mar. And this is not a horse that's going to be, racing at Los Al. So I'm just looking at the works. They started working this horse out in March. Usually it's a little bit more. I mean, some very, very nice workouts, but I used the horse, don't get me wrong, but I thought if it was really, really live, fresh, you would be on. Is Barrios on a horse in this race? Otherwise Barrios would probably be on the horse.
Yeah, we have a couple of minutes to post. DTL Crew, of course, we will get to everyone's comments as soon as we can. We always do the show jumping right into the fire because we only have so much time to start off the all-turf. Then we take a break because the following race is not involved in any of our sequences. So that's the time to do some housekeeping, say hello to everyone in the chat, answer questions, and engage a little bit more. So apologies that we haven't read any comments yet, but we will get to them after this race for sure. But right now we're trying to put in our final tickets to make sure we can actually win some money. And to that point, I realized that I didn't put in my all-turf yet. So I'm going to do that now.
Wow.
I'm not going to do any pivoting here. I'm going to stick with my 12 and my 11, and then I have my backup ticket.
12, all the money across it, far outside on the hill. You got Mike Smith. I make fun of Mike all the time, but if there's a course that he excels at, it's down the hill. I can't tell you how many times I've made money with him, especially when he gets that outside post. The sneaky one in here, even though it's kind of on the inside, is the reason I put number 3, the top pick. The horse has very sharp early speed, which is what you need to do when you're on the inside, to get that.
Yeah, you have to, otherwise you get buried.
So that's why I think, it won last out here. Jaramillo's been kind of quiet after dominating before, but he kind of went down with O'Neill getting ice cold. But still, I thought that was a good price here. It's not getting bet like it's decent. Like they're betting Sumter like that's it. Race over.
I know. I thought the horse should have been favored, but
I think
2-1 is right. I really do. I mean, that's a really nice horse.
I think later than planned might get a little bit of money. I thought the morning line was a little high, and I still think this 5-1 is a little high.
It's not easy for 3-year-olds to beat older horses in a stakes race this time of year. I think Phil chose to run here because there's nowhere else to run, and like you said, if it's not here, then you have a fresh horse in the barn, kicking down the stalls with nowhere to run. You're not going to run the horse at Los Al when you have all this great turf racing coming up at Del Mar. And then sometimes if you wait too long, only bad things can happen when you wait too long to run a healthy and happy horse. They
do the workouts to get everything geared up for certain races, and the weather comes in and the training gets messed up or the race doesn't go. Yeah, that horse has got the wigglies. It's got to get it out.
Yeah, right.
Or it starts from scratch again, and you just wasted all that conditioning.
Now, look, I could be totally wrong, and I'm sure some people in the comments will have comments about this horse, and we'll get to it after the race. But yeah, feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat room there. While Kira and I are just finalizing.
11. Your freedom's not free, JJ, for Glatt, but they're a horrible 6%, and Glatt is just ice cold right now. I mean, he's gonna go. You said I was ice cold. Let me just throw a winner at you right now. But
yeah, I mean, he's got 2 really nice horses, but they're both coming off layoffs. I love Mark Glatt horses coming off layoffs, but it is quite possible that they're pointing to something else.
And this is also Blinkers on Racing, who do a lot of they used to be really big at Del Mar, so this likely is a prep for Del Mar. I mean, they don't have the hill.
Oh, I don't know that. Is this an ownership group?
Yeah, I've seen them. They've done pretty well at Del Mar over the years, so maybe they just need to get this race in. I mean, most of the races are at Del Mar, so this is a prep for Del Mar, I would say, but you never know.
Right. Doesn't mean the horse can't win, right?
No, it's an expensive business. When you put a horse in, it could be a prep, but you also want to win the preps.
That's right. If you win your prep at 80%, what are you going to do at 100%? right?
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Well, they're finally at the gate.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back and welcome everyone properly to the show. I'm all about the 12-11 with some backup horses on my B ticket.
And I threw a dart, but I also like the 12. 12-3-2.
Yeah, all right. Good luck, everybody. We'll be back.
Mamma mia. I was looking for a horse photo, but I got rid of it. Who stuck their tongue out?
I don't know why are they taking so long. Look at the 11 by a mile.
Dead heat. Stick your tongue out.
Yeah, the 11 by a mile. What the hell was it? It must have been at lunch.
I had to see if they had it on their ticket, Frank.
Congratulations.
They were checking to see if they had it on a ticket somewhere.
You?
Them.
Oh, them. Yeah, the stewards. Yes. Outside post down the hill. Lock it up. Oh, that was a good race. They both ran really good races. Better price to start it. So that's good. Good.
You're frozen, Frank.
Hello?
Oh, you're back again.
Nice price to start. 5-1.
Now I need to go tight. Chalk.
Yeah. So what do you have?
I am essentially on the bottom ticket. Oh, wait, that's the pick 3. Hang on. Sorry, wrong one.
2-9. I like your 9 a lot. I think we differ on the 2, but yeah. But real quick before we get to the comments, Kieran, for those who haven't watched the show or kind of from new to these low takeout, high minimum wagers, we're still working out strategy. Nothing is ever perfect, but there are certain ways we like to play these bets, and it may look a little weird or inefficient when you see our late pick 3 and our late doubles, but there is a method to the madness. And I think your ticket, Kieran, perfectly exemplifies that, because you are still alive with a horse who you probably liked 4th best.
I liked it last. Of all the horses, it was in last place.
But you liked it.
But again, I liked the inside horses, but I also never toss outside horses on the hill. So there you go. It was on the ticket. I was not a believer. I mean, it sucks that JJ is not racing. You know, this is his last day of racing because he's really coming into his own right now.
He's going to Ascot.
He's off to Royal Ascot tomorrow. So if you bet Royal Ascot, pay attention. He'll probably be a really good price.
Well, he's going to be on Wesley Ward horses, which I thought was really interesting.
Yes.
You know, Ward sends some very, very fast horses over there.
And JJ got the call. It was like, you know, the whole family will go out there for a nice week's vacation. And all right, Frank, it's your favorite time of the show. You're free.
DTL Crew, we salute you. But that was about to bet.
I wanted to remind everyone who signed up for Mark Gelding, you know, we're still rolling this stuff out, and emails and spam folders go hand in hand, and half of you haven't even confirmed. We have to do the double opt-in. So even though you're on the list, you got to look for that confirmation. You got to confirm your email like every other thing. So we know we can send you stuff. And
yeah, check your spam folders. If you're not getting anything from us, even though you signed up, ScatoneRacing@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me, and we'll get you taken care of, because once Santa Anita is over, no more Matrix. And I never used to do Matrix for Del Mar, but because we now tied, because now my Matrix is tied into what Kieran and I are doing on this show, and everything Kieran is doing, I'm going to start doing it for Del Mar. So that's the good news of the day. All of Kieran and ours in Del Mar coverage, exclusive Del Mar coverage, will be available at markgelding.com. And we'll have some Saratoga coverage there as well. All right, Kieran, you put up a comment there. Do you want to address this for John?
I don't know. He said it's an unverified account, so I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah, that's something to do with your email filters. You have to approve it as a verified account. I'm not sure.
All right. We're still rolling this out, and
Kieran, I told you not to let Mark Gelding build the site. I told you.
Yeah,
you get what you pay for.
I'm going through and fixing it. I already had to upgrade and start spending money on stuff right now.
Right. So. Well, if you had just done it yourself the first time, none of this would have happened.
The overhead.
Now you got to pay extra money to fix Gelding's mistakes.
The overhead goes through the roof, but we also send out Frank sends out his picks and mine as well for each day. So
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later as we wrap up. But a lot of really good things coming this summer. A lot of really fun promotions that we're going to be able to share with you pretty soon. We've been working really hard behind the scenes to try and get a couple of things in place to reward our crew. You guys have been so supportive from the jump with Kieran, me, the show, on social media, really pushing and spreading the message and, showing up with your wagering dollars and your participation. So there is no show without the DTL crew, and we would love to show our appreciation. So stay tuned for some really, really good announcements that are going to benefit everybody. All right, Kieran, if you want to go make a sandwich, I'm going to go through the comments. It's entirely up to you.
I'm just looking to see. I'm probably going to do a bet in this next race anyway. So
and if Nick Sievers is in the chat, please do not address Kieran directly. You have to go through an intermediary, either Texas Terry or me, please. Kieran does not take personal requests from Nick Sievers. That's established. All right, here was Jay's All Turf. He is alive. Good for you. 348. Does not have our 9 in the last.
Ooh.
Interesting. But I guess we'll see when we get there. Dan H, what's up, fellas? Dan H is grandfathered in. I mean, he has been with us from the jump, the very, very first show. We appreciate you, Dan. Looking forward to a great summer. There's Texas Terry. Howdy, DTL crew. Bring a little bit of Lone Star State to California. I warn you. Okay, Jay, Jose. See, Kieran, put up the bingo card so we can explain what Jay is talking about to people who may not have.
I got to update it for the dumb army.
So we have a bingo card where anytime one of these things happens, you take a drink. But Jay has this bingo card and about 10 others of his own, where he drinks on his own every time we say something that he feels like drinking to.
There's a lot of free spots on there if you read through it. So,
well, we'll have to have Mark Gelding fix that heading into. Okay, look at this. Kieran pivot.
My pivot
he's even got to put himself in the chat. Okay, you can take the whatchamacallit away. Dan is drinking ginger and bullet ginger next to my bingo card. Jay and I are playing. Excellent. I love it. All right. Tippy here. Tried to do the $9.95 thing, but site wouldn't take my card. Well, first of all, thank you, Tippy. Appreciate it. There is a donation feature on there, and people who do donate are eventually going to start getting exclusive DTL.
No, they already started getting it. They started getting it today.
Okay, well there you go. But apparently, maybe we overloaded the system with signups here. Maybe wouldn't take your. You have to pay your credit card bill for them to take your card first. There, Tippy. Okay. I don't know. We'll take this offline. Email me after the show if you don't mind. We'll get it sorted out. LD, where you been, my friend? The great Larry Dannemiller, also known as the Hedgehog on this show, back from Saratoga. Thanks, Kieran. You missed the pick 5, but nailed the pick 3 with Nisos.
It happened.
That was like 2 weeks ago, Larry.
He just woke up. He's been having fun at Saratoga.
I mean, believe me, I've had many blackout moments at Saratoga in my younger days, but not for 2 weeks. I love having you on the show, Larry, and can't thank you for all your support from the jump and even way before the show even started. So appreciate you. Cat ain't my form. All right, let's go. Stephen D. Love seeing you guys here today, as always. Larry ordered Chris Larmy's book. All right, I'll let Chris know. That's great. And Tom Durkin. And got his book signed at an Adelphi event. How about that? I don't know if you youngins out there remember, but back in our day, Kieran, when we were playing Naira religiously, one of the greatest race callers of all time, Tom Durkin, the soundtrack to my misspent youth.
Yeah,
he has a book out, so I would encourage everybody to check that out. Mike Whalen, thank you for joining us. He's the fan of the Pivot. Jose Ramirez, nice to see you. Let's get lucky, fellas. That's right. Better to be lucky than good, but even better to be both. How about that? Charlie Steinbrenner bringing the info. How about the 8 and 11 in race 8? That was the race that just went off, right, Kieran?
Yes, just went off.
Yes, so I had the 11 on my A ticket. Kieran had it on the backup ticket, so hopefully everyone is still alive along with us.
I had it on my I'm just going to totally miss today ticket. It's essentially what ticket I had it on.
Right. Look, we both agree on the 9. I think the 9 is an excellent single, and you have an opinion in the middle leg. So, I mean, that's how you play it, right?
Yep.
If you have single, then you can spread in the first leg.
Yeah, and let me spread. And then when we actually get into race 10, 11, and 12, I can get a lay of the land on, am I correct about my 2, or is the 6 really getting like hammered, or maybe one of the other horses is the one that's right. Kind of use these bets together. I mean, even as you said earlier, Frank, I had 3 different bets for my all turf, and in a perfect world, 2 out of 3 of them win. One of the tickets can never win if the other ticket wins, but that's just how you do the spread type of ticket. And the whole thing is just advancing to the next leg and using.
The reason you can do that is because the payouts are so good. And the low takeout is so good. So you can spend an extra, extra money to play a backup ticket, and knowing one of those is going to lose. I mean, one of them is going to be dead money, but it's okay because the one that wins is going to make up for that by
yesterday, $1,100 for the pick 3 yesterday. Not too shabby.
Texas Terry has a very good question. Can anyone from any state sign up? I think. I mean, online wagering is not legal in a couple of states, but if it's legal in your state, yes, you can sign up. But anyone can sign up for us at markgelding.com. You just won't be eligible for the Express Bet promotion today unless you have an Express Bet account. And I think if you live in Hawaii, you're SOL. So,
oh, really? You can't?
Apologies to our Hawaii peeps.
You can't gamble in Hawaii?
I don't think so. I mean, it's always like excluded, like Hawaii. There's always like a couple of small states.
I've gambled in Hawaii when I've
What about Texas? You can't gamble online in Texas.
If you don't live there, I've gambled there when I've gone on vacation.
Well, yeah, because you always got the end around, the VPN, the Ukraine server.
Oh, actually, no. I just used my T-Mobile. But the funny thing is, when I went to Ireland 2 years ago, I was like, will I be able to bet there? I was talking to Tyler. He's like, yeah, no problem. And I was able to bet. And then I ended up realizing my site was going through a weird state on Express. It was letting me bet because it said I was in like New York.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. It's a great question, Terry, but I assume that if you're in a state that allows online wagering, then, you can sign up for an online wagering account. But to Kieran's point, why anyone can sign up for our site, and we ask for the state because some states offer a lot more leeway and freedom to the ADWs and racetracks to give their players higher rebates or better discounts. If you're like me and Kieran and live in California, we have to pay them. We get nothing. We're like, we're low men on the totem pole.
This is what you get for being a gambler in California. And then they come and they go, we want 3/4 of that can for tax.
All right, Tibby. Well, we're going to have to sort this out after. Apologies on the Mark Gelding website there. Jeff, great call. Oh, great news, Frank, on Del Mar. Great call on the 11. Yeah, let's get it going. Thank you. Good call, Mr. Short Shot. I like it. Thank you. See, I told you Jay was playing his own bingo card, Kieran. The host said you get what you pay for. Drink. Jay can afford to drink as much on the show as he does because he lives in Nebraska where the beers are like $3.50. Oh. Kieran and I have to take out a second mortgage just to buy a 6-pack in California. So, Mike Whalen, I am getting some things, but not everything. I got the Matrix and the mattress, but not the bonus plays. I don't think there were any bonus plays. Were there, Kieran?
Only for the people who signed up. They got bonus plays.
who signed up for the donation thing.
Yes,
right.
Correct.
Yeah. And yeah, that's going to be good over the summer because Kieran's going to be putting multiple Pick 5 tickets together. How about Kurt? Where do you find the merch? Hat, shirt, beer mug. Yeah. Working on that. We have 3 weeks before Del Mar starts. Kieran has got some ideas. Larry has talked to us about that as well.
Yeah, but what might end up happening as well, I mean, we just rolled out the site. We're still learning and adding new things. So what will probably end up happening, if the email's not hitting you guys as well, is we'll have a special page on the website and we'll give out the code to get into it for you guys. So you can just log on to the website and see the picks. So,
and yeah, also as far back to the merch thing, our good friend Mark, he and his girlfriend made Kieran and I very nice Double Trouble live shirts that I often wear out in public, and people look at me and go, "Is that your face on that shirt?" And I go, "Yes." Is that weird? And they have no response to that. So LD is saying that PayPal or Venmo works. So maybe there's a problem with the credit card processor. We'll look into that, Tippy. But if you have PayPal or Venmo, feel free to sign up that way.
Yeah, PayPal is the way to go. And I mean, you've seen a lot of the like even the horse tourney sites and horse players. There's been a big crackdown on gambling and credit cards. And if they classified it as a gambling site, your credit card, you know what I mean? That's why you go through PayPal. But there's been a big crackdown on all that kind of stuff. Like horse players for years, you could load your account with your credit card. That is now gonzo, and they're kind of cracking down on it. Although they let them gamble like crazy on Khaleesi and all this other stuff. So I guess it's whoever has the bigger. You would think with racing in Kentucky, there'd be no restrictions on horse racing. But hey, there you go.
Well, the industry is so stupid because Kalshi and what's the other one? There's another prediction markets.
Polymarket.
They're blowing it up, and instead of horse racing embracing it, they want nothing to do with it. They want to shut it down. Why can't they just go to the table and say, we don't want anything to do that's going to affect our pari-mutuel pools? That is our piece of the pie. But if you wanted to have head-to-head jockey matchups, over/under on odds, there are so many things that you could do. Final time of the Belmont Stakes. There's so many things that you could do that you could bet on horse racing that have nothing to do with pari-mutuel wagering. But we're stuck in the Stone Ages. Innovation, there's no innovation except for Double Trouble Live. Yeah, we'd love to be on Kalshi. If you want to work on that, Larry, we're all about it.
I'm doing a pivot bet in here because I can't, and I did have a price here, and I talked about it earlier. I liked Emma G here with Caesar Belmont in the riding. So I'm going to bet $6 on number 7. 6-7. And I'm doing a double 7 into all. I only do that just to annoy my daughter when she watches this, and she just goes,
"Oh, she's over it." The 6-7. Yeah. I haven't heard that in a long time. That kind of faded pretty quickly. I still don't even know what it means, but
it's huge in Europe.
What are you doing? You're doing 6-7 double?
I'm doing a $2 double, 7 into all, $14, and a $6 win on number 7.
6-7.
He's asking if you go to markgelding.com and sign up, you throw your email address in there and your state. We don't need your name or any of that nonsense. And
in fact, we don't want to know your name. We would not want to be questioned by the authorities. We don't know anything.
We'll have an AI do a drawing from all our email lists later today, and 2 people are going to get $125 credit to ExpressBet. That if that is your correct email and you have an ExpressBet account, you will get that money dropped in. Hopefully tonight, but probably by tomorrow. Tyler will try to do it really quick.
We're going to do it at the very end of the show.
You'll get it no matter what.
Yeah, sorry, Karen. I was going to say, we're going to do it at the very end of the show to give people a chance to sign up if they haven't. And if you don't have an ExpressBet account, there's still time to open one. I think there's a promo code for DTL Crew members. Yeah, this all happened very quickly, guys, so I apologize. Karen will look up the promo code. If you don't have an ExpressBet account, you can get one now and sign up and, maybe have $125.
It's very easy. DT Live.
DT Live. There you go. And thanks to our man Tyler for hooking us up with that. And like I said, we hope to have more big announcements to give back to the DTL crew in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, thanks, Jose. Kalshi is a prediction market type of app where you can bet on sports, you can bet on the gross domestic product, you can bet on the next deposed dictator. I mean, it's just crazy. You can bet on everything pretty much if there's a market for it. And it is, I mean, Kieran, would you say that it is a bigger industry than sports betting right now?
Oh, it's destroyed the casino stocks like DraftKings. And I mean, look, FanDuel got rid of TVG. Their stock is down like 50% this year. And what started the avalanche downward was that NFL game in, I think it was December, where they had more money bet on the outcome of the game on the prediction markets than they did on the sports betting. It was like 20-something million, and those sites imploded. And that's why we don't have TVG soon, is because they made a big bet on sports betting and they got their legs cut out from under them.
And yeah, it's all very fascinating.
Here's the details. If you don't have an express bet, if you do, you're just trying to enter to get the free money. But if you don't, and you sign up with that code, I think they give you money it's like every other site and every other promoter. You get like bet 100, you get $25. Bet 100, you bet 25, up to 250.
Right. And then like Kieran said, the reason the state is important, because like if you're in Tennessee or Missouri, you get like extra special credits and bonuses and rebates and stuff. So we're working for you guys. We want everybody to not fail upwards like Mark Gelding, but succeed upwards. Mike Whalen signed up. Thank you, Mike. I'm going to write a special pivot column just for you during the Del Mar meet, because you did that. So I appreciate you. Tippy, yes. And this goes out to everybody in the DTL crew. Anyone coming out to Del Mar, please hit up me and Kieran. We'd love to host you, hook you up, take you around. Kieran will let you buy him drinks all day. I mean, fantastic.
Bring a fat wallet, because a double is with a tip is $32. And that was last year. So who knows this year with inflation?
How about Jay? Here's an idea for a shirt. Shirtless guy standing in the middle of a racetrack drinking a beer. That sounds a little bit like Mark Gelding.
That was me earlier in the pool.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love it. My goodness. Look at everybody. DTL crew, can't thank you guys enough. How many minutes? We should probably start getting a little serious now.
2 minutes. And I was no real change. The 4 into 3. Oh, no, the 4 into 6 in the next. My 2 is getting no love. The 6 is getting all the love. 4 into 6 is $12, Frank. 4 into 2. Actually, 4 into 3 is the second choice. The 3 is none above the law. The Miller JJ horse is getting action.
One of the DTL crew members mentioned that horse. I didn't put it up on the screen because we didn't talk about it yet. But that horse always gets bet, though, and always runs well and never wins. That's the horse who finished second to Crazy Cavalier that won Dylan the NHC and lost the other guy by 84 cents.
JJ for Miller was nowhere under Rosario, and Rosario's used to be back in the day Miller's guy. But I will say, I mean, we've talked about how well JJ is riding. JJ's 30% for Miller right now. Like when JJ gets on, they usually mean business. You would think, Rosario couldn't win on it. That's an auto toss, but JJ and him have been doing very well. The problem with the
Miller barn is that, they've been pretty chilly most of the year here in Southern California. And there's a very good reason for that, because they always gear up for Del Mar. I mean, that's Peter Miller's meet. He lives in Encinitas with his family.
You see him and the kids walking around the track every day.
Most of his horses are based in San Luis Rey, which is, very close to Del Mar. So you ride him, we call this circuit knowledge, right, Kieran? Yes, you can rely on your handicapping and look at the form races anywhere, but to have that extra added advantage, you have to have detailed circuit knowledge. And that's why Kieran and I focus mostly on Southern California. Yeah, and that's why Kieran, every once in a while, he comes up with something that actually impresses me with his intelligence and his knowledge. But they're at the gate, so I think we should probably step back.
All right, let's go.
And take a break, and we'll come back, and it's late pick 3 time. Good luck, everybody. Sometimes it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 Joel Rosario.
Yep, he's now at 22 wins, Frank, I believe, on half the races of the other guys.
Yeah. You see his hands? He was like this, and I'm just going. I just like to watch it, right? It's exciting. I'm going, just let her out, like, because I don't pay enough attention to the athleticism of the jockeys, and if a jockey's high in the saddle, low in the saddle. But I was really focused on what he was doing in that race. And his hands were like really close. And then all of a sudden he conserved so much energy that once he did this, very nice.
Oh, we have to say hi to one of our guys here. You're going to know who it is in a second.
Oh my God. Please, can I have your autographs, Frank and Kieran? This cabbage is great.
Oh, wait, wrong one. There he is.
No good deed goes unpunished. All Steve-O does is like take time out of his day to join the chat, to come on the show, spend time with us, hang out, and that's the thanks the man gets.
Well, I'm gonna pretend
overalls eating cabbage.
I'm gonna pretend I am horse racing media. They only won 84-0. That's pitiful. They'll never play again.
Yeah. Oh my God. Here's RDW. We were talking about you the other day because we were thinking about doing something coast to coast. Decided against it. We're going to stay in our lane, but talking about other opportunities coming down the road. We might dabble a little bit into some Hong Kong racing at some point. You know, I mean, if you're going to gamble from, noon to 8 p.m., why not gamble from 8 a.m. all the way till 3 in the morning? Just a couple of extra energy drinks. That's all.
That's when you're up. Me, I'm already 4 hours into my sleep.
I know. We'd have to take shifts. You'd wake up for the last 2 races. I would have the first part of the card covered and then go to bed, and you'd wake up and take the rest of us home. But RDW, thank you so much for joining us. If you're on X, please follow Racing Downwind. He does such amazing work. He puts out picks for free, constantly shares tickets, always comes on here and gives us his insight and knowledge. And we can't tell you how much we appreciate that enough. Thank you. So Dean Hilt, welcome. Hi, guys. I love the 5 and the 9th. Well, you should have told us that before the race, Dean. Come on, man. No, congrats. That was awesome.
I mean, that was my 4th choice on the ticket, but it's like one of my, I liked it, and I had it on a spread ticket. Anti-slap, I believe. Freshu for Bondi. His stats are horrendous, but they're dropping in class. And my thought was, Freshu got enticed.
No, he's talking about the horse that just won, I thought.
Oh, the one that I thought he was saying in the last race. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know why you're confused? Because there's 12 races today.
Yes.
The 9th usually is the last race. No, I was teasing and making fun of him for red boarding, but we believe you, man. Thank you for joining us. If you're on the show, you're going to have a little bit of a thick skin.
Yeah, we're going to talk smack.
Yeah, this is a tough crowd, but we're also very generous in our praise and appreciation as well. But thank you for joining us. No worries. I hope you had a nice win then on that horse. And if you have any opinions going forward, please let us know, because we're getting ready for late pick 3 time. And there's Tippy. Hello, RDW. I want to be you when I grow. Tippy, I love it.
Guess who the favorite is on the pick 3, Frank? Midnight Strike, the number 4 at 139. The second choice is the 8, Zalamo, the Papa horse with Barrios at 177. Then the 6, Atomic Age, the Rosario horse, and then the 2 at 223. And on the double, they pick the double. The favorite is actually the 8. So the 8 got a lot of play on the pick 3, and now they're coming back as well on the double, Frank. $43. The 4 is 53. The 6 is 55. My 2 is according to the smart money right now.
The sophisticates.
Yes, the sophisticates are saying the 8 is probably going to get hammered sometime in the next 20 minutes.
Okay, just real quick before we get serious, because Dean just joined us. Other people may be joining us for the late pick 3 as well. Express bet giveaway. Kieran, take it.
If you sign up at the end of the show, if you sign up, we're going to pick 2 email addresses from the sign up list. That's all you need to do. Hopefully you have
at markgelding.com.
markgelding.com. Put your email in and the state you live in and drop your email in. We're going to pick 2 winners. They're going to get $125. No strings attached from ExpressBet. If you don't have an ExpressBet account, you can use that code there, DTLIVE, and you'll get all that nice little juiciness. But yeah, I'm sure most people already have an account, so just sign up. We're gonna have AI pick a number, and I'm just gonna go out. We've got a list of all the email signups have a number next to them, and AI is gonna pick 2 numbers, and those are gonna be the 2 winners, and we're gonna send it off to Tyler at ExpressBet, and he's gonna drop the money in your account.
And guys, there's no strings attached at all.
0.
Yes, you have to sign up for our website, but you're also going to get our email picks every day for the Del Mar meet. But more importantly, this is something that Tyler and ExpressBet wanted to do for you guys because of all the support that you have given us and Santa Anita in these wagers. So, it's only taken them 7 months to, start to understand the impact that the DTL crew is having on the future of the sport. And I just think it's awesome that Tyler, pushed for this, got it through, and that ExpressBet is supporting what we're doing and giving away free money.
Yeah. No strings attached. You don't have to gamble $10 million to get $5 at least. You get that 125 and you can fire away Sunday, Monday.
Mark Gelding of markgelding.com. The 2 winners of today's ExpressBet $125 free credit giveaway are Gark Melding and Marco Ridgeling. Thankfully, that one's fair and square.
Wallet already on life support. They hit me with that low takeout now.
You're banned.
Well, it is the start of the late pick 3. We could start the show over, but let's see how much time do we have here.
We only
have 18 minutes, man. We gotta get heavy here.
And I mean, the sneaky money is the 8 got money on both. Is the 8 is the second favorite on the pick 3, along with the 4. The 4 makes a lot of sense, but the 8 then got hammered on the double at 43 versus 53 for the 4. So the 8 is extremely live to start off this pick 3, Frank. And let me pull up the banners. Your late pick 3 right here. You do not have him, and you do not have him on your all turf either.
I'm hoping Averios gets really cold. So
whatever.
I'm hoping he goes on a colder, not a heater, a colder. You got, for those who may not be too familiar with the show and our dynamic, there's nothing I enjoy more in this world than poking the bear, Kieran, especially when it comes to Gold Phoenix. But I'm going to tell you right now, Kieran, because I'm actually really worried about this. I told you this the other. I bet on Gold. I've always loved Gold Phoenix. I always root for him. I've only bet on him to win once in my life, and that was when he won his first Del Mar handicap, and I was playing in a contest. Mm-hmm. And I pushed in pretty good in the last race, and he was 9-2. I had a target I was trying to get to get me in the money. I couldn't finish first or second, but I was up for a nice little prize. I get back to where my buddies are hanging out. I look 7-2. I go, I got to go put more on the horse. I go back. I put more on the horse. I come back 5-2. I go, oh my God, I go put more. But then the gates open, and the horse won. I ended up getting an HCC, winning money. It was awesome. And Flavian Pratt rode him that day. That was his first of, 4 now Del Mar handicaps?
Wasn't that the one I ran second in that contest?
No.
Was the one before. Was one of those.
My point is, after that, I stopped. I didn't want to jinx him ever, so I didn't never bet him. I don't see how he could lose tomorrow. I don't. And that's what really, really worries me.
I can tell you how.
Because usually I try to make excuses for other horses to beat Gold Phoenix. But tomorrow it's like I don't see anybody beating him.
It's a middle school basketball team playing against the Knicks, but we saw what the Knicks can do at times and choke. And there's going to be absolutely
you mean the Spurs?
There's going to be no speed in this race, and I've seen it happen before. Like JJ's done it before, where oh yeah, we got lots of time, and the next thing you know, you're 24 lengths back, even though it's 1 3/4 miles, and the horse on the front just goes, oh, I got easy fractions, away I go.
Here's the thing, Kieran. That'd be different. Barrios
is winning almost.
He's been absolved for that last ride.
That was his mulligan.
This is his Super Bowl, because if he messes it up again,
he will not.
He's probably out of the D'Amato barn or never riding a little red feather horse again. So this is a big race for him. He's not gonna screw it up.
There's so few left, and I mean, if he screws up, we'll have Rispoli, who's doing really well and probably might be back.
He's on his way back
at Del Mar. But it's his mount to keep. I mean, we're talking Eddie Reed, Del Mar Handicap Breeders' Cup. So it's his mount this is his make or break time for him, you know?
Real quick before we put our tickets up, the comment up there, who we like in race 11. I like Marjoram.
I like Marjoram too. I mean, Mizumi, the Baffert horse, JJ for Baffert, won the debut under Ricky. Single candidate, but Baffert sucks right now in capital. Everywhere around the country, does not matter. You know, Belmont, his horses are stinking up the joint, but you cannot toss them either. You know, I thought Margarine was the danger as well, Frank.
Yeah.
I had a must-use comment, and I liked, I mean, the Rosario horse scratched, but if you were forced to try and beat the Baffert, I thought the only other one that probably had a chance was the 5 Wolf Hill for Freshu.
Oh, really? The maiden? I thought Bankshot had a better chance than that one.
I mean, I thought it was 1-7. I thought had the biggest chance, but the reason I ended up upgrading that 5 was Brisnet made that horse the top choice, you know, on their form, and I was like, sometimes when I don't agree on something and I see some of these forms with their AI nonsense and they have a horse like that, and I go, okay, what am I missing? Why is it, you know, ranked like that? And I've lost enough tickets where I saw it and didn't bother throwing it in somewhere on a ticket. I'm like, it was right there. They said it was their top pick. I don't know why. I've got spread room on a ticket, so why not use it somewhere on a ticket? You know, we kind of talk about it when we're structuring our tickets. We try not to do cavemans anymore. So while the 1 is a very logical odds-on horse and the 7 is a really, really good second choice, sometimes in races like this, we've seen it many times, chaos reigns.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, no offense to the horses, but these are not grade.
No.
I think Marjoram is graded stakes quality, and I respect Bankshot because Bankshot's run against some really, really nice fillies. But the only horse that I'm interested from a class standpoint is Marjoram. I think Marjoram's probably going to go favorite. I don't know who's going to bet that Baffert at odds on.
I think so too.
Going long, off a maiden win, you know, this is crazy.
Third off the layoff. The horse won the debut on dirt at Churchill, then came out here and 2 races on the hill. Nice closing speed, you know what I mean? I mean, the route, like this distance seems set up perfect for this horse, you know? But then you've got the Baffert horse, you know, and JJ now hops on. I'm just looking right now. You want to read a crazy stat when it goes along with us saying Baffert sucks? The last 12
I didn't say Baffert sucked. You did. Don't put words in my mouth, man.
I don't want
to get sued.
The last 12 races that JJ has been on a Baffert horse, 0 for 12. And
but come on, they win like 40%.
I know, but the last 12, like he's gone ice cold around the country.
No,
you know what I mean?
Well, he took his A string to Kentucky.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to me. But real quick, Kelly, can't wait to see you at Del Mar. And this year, Terry and I are going to try real hard to make it to your birthday party. Thank you for joining us. Kelly's one of the biggest fans of horse racing and one of my favorite people to see at the racetrack. Good luck, Gold Phoenix. So if you have Kelly on your team, Kieran, lock it up.
Yep. Whoever's the winner of the express bet, you know, there you go. 125 to win.
Well, yeah, I don't want to waste too much time on this because we have to get serious. But
yeah,
someone mentioned me on X that try to sign up for the alerts, not working. It's not taking my email, nothing in spam or inbox. I don't know. Anyway, but we can't worry about that now. Here, how about this? Leave Clocker Andy off your tickets at your own. 2 5-1 winners so far. Don't be a sissy in race 12. Thank you for that information.
Frank,
I think is that a first-time starter?
I mean, I was going to make fun of some of the guys with. I mean, I have it on. It's my fourth choice in that race. I said debut horse for a small stable, does have sharp, works maybe on a long shot ticket, because I really thought that last race, the 9 wins or it's an anybody crazy.
Agreed. 100%, Kieran. 100%.
Bad race. Bad.
Either the 9 wins by a city block or 10 of them could win.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm glad that MTN mentioned Clocker Andy. Dude's the GOAT. I mean, he is the best at what he does. I don't get to use the workout reports as much because I do all my, I have to post all my stuff, a day before. But thankfully, we have some really sharp people in the crew who have very good workout information. So thank you for bringing that up, MTN. And
it's on my spread ticket at the end, and you can see he's my third choice. I went 9, 8, 5, 2. So that's, I had it up there.
Here's Parker Kipp. Yeah, anti-slap. We were joking about Baffert suing. Mark Stanton owns the horse. Mark is a fierce supporter of horse racing, and he shows it with his money at the windows. He owns this horse with Jeff Bondi, terrific trainer. Terry's friends with Bondi's wife, Stephanie, always rooting for them. But I have that horse as an A as well, but not as much as I like Butterfly Beach. Where did you land on anti-slap, Kieran?
It was my third choice, but the trainer
stats
are
just good.
But that's not much saying much in this race. The trainer stats are horrendous. 6%, turf starts 4, but I will say second time grass, he's 1 for 2. So that's his best stat. And you got Freshu.
I thought that debut race was actually very, very good. I was surprised the horse was so dead on the board. But now I'm not so surprised because the horse ran like a short horse. And look at the jock upgrade. So, yeah Parker, I'm with you. If it's not Butterfly Beach, anti-slap has a huge chance. And we'll have to do some doubles to that.
Yeah, I have let me see. I think I threw mine in the comments, but I've got a live show ticket that's going to be depending on the will pays. It was 1-7 with 8, 5, 2, 3, 4. So I ranked it 9-8-5 in that last race, if that means anything. So I did give it a big chance.
So do you have the 4? Because MTN's saying that you don't.
Which one?
4 Sissy Girl, the Aguirre first-time starter.
Sissy Girl in the last. Let me see. Oh, it's the 4. Let me look and see. I might have wrote that I should have it. I said maybe on a long shot ticket. It's like I went 9, 8, 7, 5. The 7 scratch. So I went 9, 8, 5, 2, 3, 4. The 4 was the last horse. And I think on a double, I've got a $5 plan double, Frank, 1-7 with 8, 5, 2, 3, 4. And
in the double. So we'll get to that when we got to put our bets up. So, but yeah, anti-slap is going to.
I do have it on tickets. I have it on. It's on my spread ticket in the last race, but I got to. That ticket went down in flames.
So, Kieran, put up your late pick 3 so people can see. It's also all of our picks are in the chat. So if you scroll all the way to the beginning, you will see what we have. So right here, I am starting with the 6 and the 4. I don't love this race. I think the 6 and the 4 are perfectly fine. But I actually think this is kind of a weak group for the level. I think I'm a little skunked in this race because I don't have too many other alternatives. I'm using the 8, 2, and the 1, but I do not have Kieran's 3. But again, if you look at my tickets, I like Marjoram in the next, and then I like the 9. Those are my A's, but I'm also spreading on some tickets so I can try and mix and match. Yeah, look at you, Kieran. You do have the 4. No, that's anti. Look, you got everybody.
I got everyone somewhere on some tickets. Yes. hopefully it's going to be on the right combination of tickets.
You've been taking wagering lessons from Mark Gelding, I think.
Yeah.
He's got a cannot lose strategy, guaranteed to cash a ticket or your money back.
I will say I'm happy to see the two starting to get some money now versus what it was showing earlier.
Well, yeah, can we look at the will pays and then look at the tote and figure out?
We looked at the will pays earlier. We're saying the 8 was the horse that had the sneakiest money. It's drifting up a little. And if I was to probably come back, I mean, I do have it on a ticket. If I was to do another crazy ticket here, like a pivot ticket, Frank, I might end up doing 8 in this race with 1-7 with my long shots in that last race for another $20, just because the 8 got so much action on the double. And the pick 3, like it was higher than what I thought. And I really want Barrios to feel like he can't lose anything.
I'm going to write his name on a piece of paper and stick him in the freezer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do everything opposite so I guarantee you guys a win.
Yeah, the last time you guys dissed him on the show, and then
we always diss him. We do it on reverse psychology. Let me ask you this: you know why you lost that last race, right?
Just a horrible trip. Horrible.
You lost that last race because
you like the horse.
Should have been in the agave silks.
I actually
ran a monster race in the agave silks.
I was really mad,
and then you went back to the LRF silks. Jinx.
I was mad when they did that too. And he's probably going to race at his silks again because they want the exposure. But yeah, I was like, really, we're not going to race in those silks over there. But it's a big. I mean, your big stage. You want your partnership, on the main stage with all the cameras and yabbity yap.
Yeah, and look what happened. Nobody saw anything.
Yeah. Very
you cannot. True. You cannot mess with the racing gods.
You can't mess with the streaks.
No, the racing gods gave you guys this is how it was meant to be. The race before was a monster, maybe one of his best races ever, and then was about to run a winning race in a Grade 1, stuck behind the wall of horses because you changed it up. You don't change things up after a win. Come on, guys.
So my pivot, Frank, is going to be a $30 pivot because why not? I'm spending yesterday's. I'm churning the money. If the tracks are listening, that's what we do on the show. We churn. Pick 3. I'm going to do.
But we're just horse players.
8.
Our churn doesn't mean anything.
I'm doing 8 with 1-7 with my price horses. So 8, 5, 2, 3, 4. And someone had asked about the Baltus horses in the last leg, Frank. I think I had a note where I said, well, if you use one, you got to use them both. Little Sandy B, the 2. Ricky for Baltus are 0 for 5. But it drops in class, second time Lasix. Sometimes that wakes the horses up like you wouldn't believe, And then the 8, Vegas Nightclub. Ayuso for Baltus. They're only 14%, but they put blinkers on. And then second race, usual, like the usual improvement you would see second out, and jockey title on the line, So how do you not use Ayuso right now?
Easy, because you're using Rosario.
I'm using him on another ticket, so I'm
if you have to choose between Ayuso, Fresu, and a jockey title or Rosario, I'm going to go to Rosario.
I would use Rosario because I could see him winning like 4 races tomorrow. And next thing we're going to go into Monday. There's
bonus
one race tying. And believe it or not, guys, it's been a few years, but I remember a year when it was Pratt came over, and that's when Van Dyke was the big guy. I can't remember. There was another jockey all of a sudden who came out of the blue and was like running them down, to the last day. And then Pratt just.
Yeah, it was like down 8 races. I think might have been JJ. I don't know. But anyway, no, we joked about this when Rosario first came here, and Sadler was ice cold. Remember, ice cold. You could not touch Sadler. He couldn't find the winner's circle. He needed a GPS to get there. He starts putting his main man Rosario up from back in the day. He starts heating up, and we laughed and we go, Rosario's winning everything. He might actually be leading rider this meet after missing the first 3 weeks.
Well, look at Freshu and Armando are at like 165 mounts at just meet. They're both around 30 plus, so they're winning about 19%.
They're at the gate. They're at the gate, Kieran. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
25%
for everybody
on half the mounts.
Good luck, everyone. Well, that stunk.
JJ's on fire. Word. So it's crazy, Frank. In the first leg in the all turf, you won the photo. You know that each of our horses in the other legs have beaten the other guy on the photo.
Well, you can't say that because you have every horse in every race.
Well, yeah, but that's beside the point.
This was what, your fifth choice?
No. I don't know, actually. Let me look.
Fourth choice. Your 2 was a donkey.
No, 2 was
4 should have won the race. I don't know how the 4 lost the race.
Yeah, he was my fourth choice, Frank.
Ayuso's terrible. He should have put JJ all over the rail. You don't let the horse come up inside you like that. Oh, my goodness. That's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I can't complain because I've made so much money betting against this horse. This horse, I think his last win came in the Obama administration. My goodness. Peter Miller, when does he ever win route turf races? Never.
What's crazy is, as cold as Miller's been, the only bright spot for him has been on turf, when you would never think to bet him on turf, you know?
Yeah, Dean, you like the horse? Good. Oh, what a hang. Yeah, that was terrible for the 4. Yeah, good for you, Dean. Never would have had. I could bet that race 100 more times. I'm never using that horse ever. Never, ever, ever. Just absolutely brutal. But you know what? It's late double time. The Spurs are on. I got to represent for Texas Terry. Jose loved the horse too. Look at that.
I mean, most people would have auto tossed it because Rosario couldn't win. But like I said earlier, JJ surprisingly,
that's not an auto toss. Most people would toss him because the horse never wins.
Well, he did today.
How much did you bet to win on him?
That's top secret. I'm not allowed to disclose that information.
You're acting like you had the greatest pick of the century. He was on your spread ticket. I went too deep in the first leg. My horses ran 1-2 by almost a dead heat.
It's like the let it ride. Hit the daily double in 1980. Or my 15th choice won leg 1.
Well, congrats to those who had it. I'm just being a sore loser. But no, I'm rooting for whoever had it. They had it. Good. I really think the guy who ran second in the NHC would have preferred that photo finish over the one with Crazy Cavalier that our man Dylan had to win $800,000. But no, hats off to this horse. Shows up every time. 8-year-old gelding. Caught a really weak group today and took advantage of it. So yep. Good for that horse. I think that knocks me out of the all turf and the late pick 3, but that's okay because my strongest opinions are coming up now for the late double. So I can make it all back.
You're all in on the one,
big
right?
Player, small player, it doesn't matter, dude. You had it. That was your conviction. That was your single. Good for you. Congratulations. You had 10-win plays, single in the pick 3, pick 4. That's how it's done, man. So hit big today and then come back and bet a little more tomorrow. That's all. A big player didn't come out of the womb a big player. We all start small, right? So good for you.
When you hear all those big player payouts, you never see all the behind the scenes heartbreak and loss and whatnot.
Oh my God, Steve, you know what? You're so. I meant to use the president before Trump's second term. I forgot that Biden was president. I was like, it was Obama. So, but yes, the Biden administration. That's what I meant, but I just blocked it out. So anyway, but it is pretty funny. 9-4-21 was this horse's last win. That's a long time between drinks of water right there. But again, congrats to those who had it. JJ was the difference right there, Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
JJ was the difference.
I mean, and this
so
race.
What are you alive to? Because now we got double time, so you can mix and match, pivot, etc.
I'm alive to 175 and the
nice.
single to the 9 in the last leg.
That's pretty good.
So I got good coverage, you know. And
that's really good. And you have 3 in a race where it's a short field, and most people are going to be singling the Baffert probably.
Correct.
So that's good. And then if we're right about our 9 in the last, again, we talked about that. That's how we like to play the bet. So doesn't matter that, Kieran's dead on 4 of his tickets. He's alive on one that matters.
I was just looking ahead to the next leg, Frank. I mean, there's already 35K in the pool. The 1 to the 9 is $28, but for 2 logical, like a 3 to 5 and another horse that's probably going to get hammered, believe it or not, that's actually not a bad pay. We've seen some of these be like $15.
Well, I just don't understand why this horse deserves. Look, I understand it's not a great group, but why is this horse 3? What makes this horse 3 to 5? When do you see Baffert horses? I mean, this horse took no money in the debut, none. Debuts with a jockey who isn't Baffert's go-to guy. Clearly, she's the B team. Now she has to face winners for the first time, stretching out for the first time. Draws the rail. She's going to have to go. The 2's getting blinkers. The 3's got a lot of speed. I just think the race sets up perfectly for the 7. I'm not saying the 1 can't win, but would you ever bet this horse at 3 to 5, Kieran?
No.
Okay. But let's look at the will pays here. Oh wow, significant favorite.
Dominant.
Wow, like can't lose
the pick 3
stuff.
Like the pick 3, they took a monster stand. They're like $84, $241 for the 7, and on the double, $25.
That's 3 times the price. Like you rarely see that. That's crazy.
$25 for the double, $60. So yeah, and the money that came in on this horse, Frank, $15K to win. And usually on these kind of Baffert horses, we'll see a lot of hedging on the show money. 1,700. Well, it just went to 19, but the guys betting the 1 right now are betting it on the nose, like it can't lose. I mean, it is still early, but that's where the money's looking at.
Well, can I ask you something? When you did your handicapping show on Tuesday, who did you pick in this race? And then when you wrote your notes up this morning, what are your notes?
When I did my handicapping show on Tuesday, I said all in on number 4, mow him down.
Scratched.
Oh my God. Oh well. Well, I went to the horse that ended up winning.
Well, at least you got paid to do it. At least somebody came out ahead in that situation. Screw the player. But no, seriously, what are your notes on the 1 and the 7 in this race?
JJ for Baffert won the debut under Ricky. JJ's on now. Single candidate, but Baffert sucks right now in capitals.
Okay. Single candidate, but Baffert sucks. And then 7?
Jaramillo for M. McCarthy, 1 on the hill, last out under JJ, 1 debut on dirt. Capitals, must use.
So possible single on the 1 and a must use on the 7.
Yes.
That's like the unstoppable object meeting the immovable force. Is it a single or is it a must use? Is the other one a must use? What did you end up doing? Did you single the 1 or did you use them both?
I used them both. I ended up let me look here. I'll show you my double here. But I mean it might change depending on
oh yeah, put the double. Phase. That's a good idea.
Here's where did I put my double? Here we go. So this was going to be my double. I didn't think enough of the 1 just to make the 1 a single. You know what I mean? I went 1-7, went 9 for $30. So right now, as it is, the 1 with the 9 is $31. I'd have it 6 times, 180. The 7 with the 9 is 65. I'd have it 6 times. That's the better outcome. So not horrible. I think I'd probably leave that the same. And then my other one was, the 5 scratch. So scratch that one. Oh, 5 is 5 is Wolf Hill. So 5 with the 9 right now is paying.
But who did you single in your pick? Who did you single in your pick 3?
On the pick 3, I've got the 9 in the last leg. That's my single.
No, in this leg. In this
leg, I didn't single. I went 175.
Well, oh, nice. Okay, good. Okay.
I mean, people may think it's stupid going against a 3 to 5, but the tickets I've won on at Santa Anita are when something like this goes down in flames, and this is not it's not the lot. I mean, it might win when the gates open, but there's also enough question marks where if he doesn't win, you'll get paid. And that's what we're always trying to sneak that edge out a little bit.
Yeah, DTL Crew, Please chime in here from a handicapping perspective. What do you guys think of the Baffert? Do you think the horse should be as short as she is? Do you have other alternatives? For those who are alive in the all turf and the late pick 3, who did you use here? Because this is it's a very, very, very interesting race. Normally, Kieran, I would say you either single that Baffert,
yes,
or you toss the Baffert. But I actually kind of like your ticket because you caught the 5-1 in the first leg, and you use the favorite, but you have to, because you're singling in the last. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if you were spreading here and spreading in the last. You can't do spread with a 3-5 shot.
And the other reason I ended up throwing in the 5, ordinarily, Frank, this would be a strictly 1-7. I wouldn't have the 5 in there. But, we're in the heat of the jockey battle. And then Powell, while he's kind of cold, when his horse is a beaten favorite, he rolls back and wins 26% of the time. And I didn't think any of these guys were like we'll know more after today. Might be the second coming, but looking at Marjoram has the top speed last race. Mizumi was second. Back speed, Wolf Hill has the top back speed. And Wolf Hill has the best closing pace numbers. But who knows how, like you said, one may end up going, and Frey on Sugaree may make him go even faster, and it could set up for both the 7 and maybe the 5. Who knows,
Yeah, I'm just looking at some double probables here because I'm perfectly fine with the Baffert beating me. If the Baffert beats me, the Baffert beats me, whatever. I think the 7, if there was a prediction market for who would be the better horse career-wise, I think it's absolutely the 7. This is a Juddmonte homebred. Juddmonte has not had horses in California for a very long time. And when they did, they were trained by Bobby Frankel. So the fact that Juddmonte is now starting to dip their toe back in the waters of Southern California, they could have chosen anybody. Who did they choose? They chose Michael McCarthy. Horse won on dirt in the debut. That turf race, that Senorita last time, Kieran, is unbelievable. This horse had no business winning. She was dead last through glacial fractions, and she just showed a tremendous late kick. And now she gets to go 2 turns. So,
Frank, so if you're all about this 7, I'm gonna right now. If you did 7 to all, there's 11 horses in the last race, Frank. 7 to all will cost you $55. Your lowest payout will be with the 9 at 67.
Yeah.
The 11 or the 5 at 72 and the 11 at 75. And then everything else is like 800, 200, 169, 1,000, 1,500.
Yeah.
Just to give you, but maybe you can weight it more, but we
for sure.
We kind of like these scenarios where I hate this odds on horse and my second choice. I could do all and catch something, or you could just do 5 with some of the big prices and then $10 with the 5, 9, you know what I mean? And if you really don't believe it.
I am absolutely doing a 7-9 double. Those were my 2 strongest opinions. Actually, no, I mean, well, yeah, I would say, because I wouldn't have singled the 11. I had to use the 12 as well in that 8th race. So I had even opinions in that race on 2 horses. But here, like, it's the 7 for me, and then Butterfly Beach, because to your point, Kieran, if it's not Butterfly Beach, you have to kind of go all. There's really no solid second alternative, right?
I'll read through my notes because you have yours in your head. I'll just read through the horses.
Because I'm looking at the prices, so that would be actually help me.
So number 1, Kiss Don't Tell, Bays for Sean McCarthy debut. Trainer is 0 for lots of stats, and the jockey's 3%, which was kind of a toss. Little Sandy B, Ricky for Baltus are 0 for 5, drops in class, second time Lasix. There's 2 Baltuses. You do use 1 in a race like this. I had it as my 4th choice, I believe. Polly Purebred, Hara O'Neill debut horse. Sharp works. And then I put this. Trainer is due to heat up for Del Mar, so use. That's what I did for Poly Purebred.
Okay.
Sissy Girl, debut horse for a small stable. Does have sharp works, maybe on a long shot ticket, and some of the guys talked about that earlier. Anti-slap, we talked about it. Freshu for Bondi. Horrible stats, but drops in class, and Freshu was enticed to ride. Use somewhere.
Okay.
Lola Bunny, the number 6, debut for a winless trainer. That's all I said on that one. Vegas Nightclub, Ayuso for Baltus are only 14%, but blinkers on. And then this is a trash race. Usual second time improvement. Use somewhere based on that in the jockey title race. Rosario, the 9 for Drysdale, drops in class. We talked about it earlier. 7 jockeys, 7, different race. Sharp works, bad trends, but this is a bad race. Rosario left the Miller to ride this one, so upgrade. And I thought it was going to be the Sophisticats horse single on a ticket. Number 10, Stylish. Nothing in debut. First time Lasix, up in class, blinkers off, dirt to turf. Yikes. Hitch and sink.
No, that's it. You're exactly right, though. If it's not Butterfly Beach, like it's a wacky race.
Forza Palermo, Kimura for Miller. Rosario left for the other horse, which is why it's an upgrade. Another reason to, if Rosario's leaving his guy's horse, and KK, as I said, I don't think he's riding very well. And then Nick Dujo, 20-1. Trainer is 0 for 16 on turf at the distance. So when I initially came in and
said, let me ask you this: if Butterfly Beach wasn't in the race and you could only pick one horse, who would it be?
If I could only pick one horse
in the last race, yeah,
it will be a toss-up between 8 and 5. I mean, I actually had a backup single, but it's scratched. It was Little Gator with Belmont on, does no, use. I would say it would have to be 8-5. But I mean, when I said I was going to do all of my tickets and I went back and I started reading some of the notes I gave you, I was like, I'm not tossing money away. So I ended up doing 9, and then it's 8, 7, 5, 2, 3, 4. And if one of these other donkeys beat me, they beat me. So your 7 into some of those prices would be 7 into 2 is 283. 7 into 3 is 236. 7 into the 4 is 170. 7 into the 8, 144. Other than the top 3 choices.
Right. Yeah, I think if I have to rank them now, I mean, obviously Butterfly Beach number 1. I'm warming a lot more to the anti-slap as well. Steve-O mentioned something about bank shot in this race. And when you said that the third choice on whatever metrics you use was Wolf Hill, I was fully expecting you to say that it was going to be bank shot. So that surprised me a little bit. What are your notes on bank shot?
What should I say? Bank shot.
That's the Ryan
underneath in trifectas.
Underneath in trifectas. Okay.
Always around, like one of those horses always around the line. But I mean,
but look at the company the horse has been keeping.
And it did do a 58-second best of 40 work at Santa Anita. But Ryan Hansen, 0 for 15 in graded stakes races.
Yeah.
0 for, he's 7%. What is that? 18 of 215 routing. I was like, maybe if the Baffert and the other one wasn't in there, I might have it on a ticket.
Yeah, but Kieran, we just learned the other day that apparently stats and numbers don't.
Oh yeah,
they don't matter. Like they don't mean anything.
They don't compare handle year over year because it's a different year. But it does matter.
Leap year. No, it's because of leap year.
You know why it matters? You know what matters? Views. So if you get a bot to watch your video 10,000 times, write you a check. All right.
That's pretty funny stuff.
I will say, Frank, so right now, 25K to win on the number one, 2,700 to show. Like usually on Baffert horses like this that are getting, going odds on, we would see a lot more show money. These guys are betting like they know something.
I know, but like, what do they know? I mean, someone had the, let me find it because this is actually really good. Someone had the work on the Baffert horse right here, MTN. Thank you, by the way, MTN. Unusual B- for a Bob Baffert horse by Andy. Note that the 7 got a B+. Yeah, optics grade, which usually means they can stand the raise. I mean, not stand the raise. The horse won a grade 3 already. But yes, I appreciate that info. That's what I mean. Like, there's nothing overwhelming about the Baffert. I don't care that JJ went to the Baffert. Of course he's going to go to the Baffert. Like, that's his bread and butter guy. I think it's a mistake in the long run, but maybe not. I mean, Justify, Sweet Opportunity. And that, look, that race was really nice. But JJ, like, who'd she beat?
JJ probably would have had the opportunity to stay on Marjoram, I think, Frank.
No, I agree with you. But it doesn't bother me that he went to Baffert.
I mean, I know it's his bread and butter, but I know Baffert would have let him go, with that one, unless he was like, dude, no, this is the one. And that workout is not, like we talk about it, usually when you see a Baffert horse, it's got to be the best day workout, and 20 of 81 is That's why I went 3 deep in a race where some people would be singling and talking smack about us on X.
Well, no, because you structured it good. Because you spread, you caught a 5-1. It's okay that you're using the favorite with 2 other horses in here, because you're also singled in the last. Typically, you would want to plant a flag. But look, if the 1 does win, your strong opinion is the 9 in the last. So you're alive to that horse, even with a 4.
Marjoram is actually starting to get money, down to 9-5 and up to 21K.
Who?
Marjoram, the 7.
Yeah,
money's starting to come in on it now.
I just don't see any reason why the Baffert should be odds on. I'm not saying the horse shouldn't be favored, but what has this horse done to make this horse odds on over Marjoram? I mean, and even Bank Shot. I mean, I think I would take Bank Shot over Mizumi at the prices they are. So let's see how much time we got. 5 minutes. All right. 167 in the 11th for the pick 3. Okay, Dean. Dean's the one who singled your horse, none above the law. So good for him. 167, nice. And then in the 12, 5, 9, 11. And then he's got our 9 too. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
well, let's hope it's the 7. Let's hope it comes 7-9. Then everybody wins.
I mean, I was just looking like a $5 double with the nonsense in here. The 2, the Lee horse. I mean, we didn't talk about. I mean, this was like a huge stretch. I didn't read my notes. You know what my notes were for Sugar E, Frank? I'm gonna have to bet it now because I said it. Frey for Lee. Are they smoking crack?
Wait, which?
Number 2.
And it's Frey. Hold on, let me see.
Like why they, you know what I mean, jumping in here. I was like, are they smoking crack? But now
they're probably doing a favor to the racing office because it wouldn't have filled. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. If you see a horse like this, but then again, you know, Lee's pretty shrewd.
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying the horse could win, but why not get black type and run third, right? For a filly.
Yeah, I mean, how much is also like a lot of these. Like we were talking to some owners and we're like, dude, you should be coming out here. Like some of these races, you could bring your horse out here and it costs you what, $1,500 to enter, and this is a $100K race. Third place is like, you know, and they'll pay you to ship out here.
Well, yeah,
you just made some money.
The breeding value alone of black type. Yep. 5 years from now, no one's going to go that it was a 4-horse race with a terrible favorite. They're going to go, oh, black type.
Yep.
Look at this. For a Baffert horse to go off 560 to 1 in first race. Yeah. You know, I thought about that too, Kurt. And then I immediately thought of Crude Velocity. Crude Velocity was like 10 to 1 in the debut. Nobody touched that horse with a 10-foot pull. But after the race, everyone was like, that's the greatest horse ever. Well, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if this horse was a superstar, the horse would have been odds on in the debut. I don't know. I have to make a phone call, Kieran, because a buddy of mine is playing in a contest, and he's in first place, and he needs a little coaching session. So
we should be watching the show on his phone, actually.
No, he is watching it. He is watching it. But now he's got to make the bets because he's in first, and he doesn't want to bet himself out, but he still has to make a bet to move up a little bit more. So Double Trouble Live featuring Kieran Thornton and Mark Gildy. Kieran, I didn't think for you to get off. You can still talk.
Aren't they loading?
Oh, they are loading. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oops. All right. Good luck, everybody. Well, I was wrong.
Hopefully your friend didn't bet your 7. It's still racing.
That horse is a turf horse. That's it. I mean, I never got hold of the track, was climbing the whole time, was pulling. Jaramillo did everything to try and slow them. They were going really fast. So he did everything right. That horse is just not a dirt horse. So I'm not giving up on her yet. I think she'll probably win a stakes race down the line on the turf. Congratulations, Kieran. You went 3 deep and got the 3-5 Baffert.
I am an expert, a handicapping expert on Tuesdays.
How about racing downwind? Mizumi ran pretty well. Already seen or being seen. Interesting. Yeah, she ran great. No knocks, but I mean, I think I might have finished 3rd in that race. I mean, that was like probably one of the worst graded stakes races you'll ever see.
She was not 3rd. Yeah. I didn't see her in the top 4. I don't think the horse finished.
Who?
Majorum was nowhere.
No, I said me.
Oh, okay.
Human Frank could have finished 3rd in that race. But look, no, she might have a lot of potential. She's a Justify, and maybe she didn't take money in that debut because she wasn't meant to win because she's a 2-turn horse. And the fact that she won maybe surprised a lot of people, including Baffert. So I'm not going to knock her. She did what she needed to do at the price she was. But I'm not going to anoint her a champion just yet. Steve-O, yeah, back to the sod, 100%. She wanted no part of the dirt. And if you look back and, this is also hard because her win on the dirt at Churchill was in the slop, right? So a lot of times horses who handle the slop also handle the turf. So there you go, Kurt. I will never question Kieran's trainer stats ever again. I'm a rookie here at DT. Well, first of all, thank you, Kurt. I'm actually surprised that you're a rookie because you've been contributing a lot. So thank you.
Sometimes those
what trainer stats?
Those are
the ones he found in the Burger King parking lot.
Sometimes they're the best handicappers, Frank, because the longer
what stats is he talking about? Baffert being JJ being 80%? I'm not knocking you, Kurt. I'm knocking Kieran. But seriously, but I am curious. What trainer stats do you mean?
But I was also going to say, being new at this is also not a bad thing because one of the things we try to force ourselves, Frank and I, to learn something new, because you get set in your ways, you know what I mean? And sometimes you just are so set that you're not going to bet a specific angle, even though you should. You're going to try to empty your head, but we don't.
Yeah. You know why this show works so well? Because first of all, the DTL community brings so much knowledge, information, and passion and opinions. We want people who have opinions, and you guys do, and we love it. But Kieran and I, it's really surprising when we land on the same horse because we have very, very different approaches. We are yin and yang. We have different personalities. We have different handicapping approaches. He's a Leo. I'm an Aquarius. So we cannot be more opposite. So I appreciate that. So when Kieran makes a point that I don't usually factor into my handicapping, I probably should pay more attention to that. And when I make a point, Kieran's just going to bet because he just doesn't want, not because he respects my opinion, because he doesn't want to get beat by me.
Yep, pretty much. Yep. That is exactly why I don't want to be doing this again.
That's my friend. I told him to go all in on Marjoram. I'm going to change my phone number and put him on block.
Lucky for him, they were loading in the gate, and he didn't have enough time to waste his money on your pick.
But I am going to take 2 seconds just to call him and check in and see if.
Yeah, I was going to read through the will pays right now.
Okay.
So the pick 3, the 9 is 152. The 11 is the second choice, the Miller horse with Kimura at 213. Then the 5, 313, and the 4, Sissy Girl at 354. On the double, the 9's at 25, dominant. The next, again, the 11 got play again at $49. The 11 and the 5 are the same on the double. $49 for both. And then we go to the 8 Vegas nightclub at 66 and the 4 at 87. The 11 got a lot more play than I thought it would. And I'm trying to see if it's because they're trying. No, even on the pick 4, it got money. Pick 5, it got money. So the 11 got a lot of money across multiple pools, and they kind of hedged it with the 5. And look, the 5's down to 5-2 right now. Yeesh. We're going to hit almost both legs. It's going to be one of those days. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to make one of Frank screeching right now. Let me find my Frank ones here. I know I've got some of them. Or maybe I deleted it. Well, here was, hopefully his buddy didn't listen and bet all his tournament money on the 7.
Hey, look, Frank's horse is catching an Uber. This is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Hey, to the races.
That was Frank's number 7 there. His buddy's probably burning his ear off. Why did you tell me about that horse? Frank muted, our favorite.
No, I just came back. He used your trainer stats. He said, "Screw Frank's opinion. I'm gonna use Kieran's trainer stats."
This is the way.
I'm just teasing. We'll see. He still might be in first place. He just had to he had to churn his minimum there. So his minimums are met now, and we'll see the leaderboard when we get a chance. But
I was just looking at it. Is Mike your guy?
Yeah. He beat you. He beat you for the seat.
Yeah, he was up by 700 into this race. Tyler Hoffman's right there. You know, he would have.
Tyler was leading for most of the day, and then all of a sudden. So I think he had. I'll tell you what he had going into the previous race, where it cost him $255.
But there's still a lot of guys within striking distance. For this kind of you know what I mean?
Well, actually, now that we're talking about this will be good, Kieran, because. There was a time where you were a tour de force on the tournament.
That's all I played. Tournaments.
Yeah. And so when I was talking to Mike yesterday, there's a very big spread in the winner of these $500 tournaments. Usually it's like 3,000, 4,000, but sometimes it's 16,000 if someone catches something. So I think he set a target for himself between 4,000 and 5,000. He was leading at 20. He had 25-28 going into that race. Spent $255 on the double. Here's the leaderboard he just sent me.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. They haven't updated it yet.
25-28. But did they minus the double? They probably won't minus his double.
It's not updated yet, Frank.
Yeah. So. Okay. But anyway, what would your target be?
On this tournament for $500, I mean, it's sometimes you'll win it with $1,600. Sometimes you need like $6,000.
Well,
usually
Tony
I think
won it a couple of weeks ago for 16,000 on March.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big spread.
Usually, if they had more people in it, 3 or 4 times the end, so 1,500, 2K going into the last race, and then you would have options. And then if you play enough tournaments and you know the guys in it, oh yeah, Tyler's going to go all in this last race. You know what I mean? He's
a bunch of people are.
Like he's outside the prize. There's only 2 seats. I can't just hedge right now. I gotta bet like I'm on life support. So that's or you just go, all right, I got 2,500. I could buy in tomorrow for $1,500.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. But I think the NHC seat's important to him.
And, today cost me $500 and tomorrow's $1,500. And I've got $528. I got $528 to fire away. And then hope that other people crash and burn. So there's a lot of different things that go into it.
Hey, Mike, if you're listening out there, really listen to Kieran. He's more of an expert at this stuff. He makes a very good point. I know the NHC seat is important to you, but we
did the same thing.
Now a bankroll for the 1,500, and you could turn that.
And tomorrow's the one that matters. Not this.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then
you know what? if something crazy happens in the last race and everybody goes busts, it could still finish second. I think they're giving out first and second, 2 NHC seats.
Yep.
And then third and fourth is like a small prize money.
Yeah. I mean, you did the same at the Breeders' Cup when you're asking what to do. And I was like, we'll play the Del Mar tournament. You got the buy-in, and there you go. You did that at the Breeders' Cup. You sat on the money. You didn't bet at all.
Right. Because we wanted to come back and play the yeah. That's really good advice, and I will talk to him about that. But he is also watching. So Kieran, Tony V wants to know, why did you stop playing tournaments?
We started doing the show. I started doing tournaments because there was no edge in gambling anymore. We were just getting eaten alive. The pick 4 was my bet. The pays were horrendous. Right. So I played
then the golden hour disappeared because Golden Gate shut. Like, we had nothing to play.
And that was my focus. And then made a charge at the NHC thing, got to NHC, and I was like, they couldn't give a rat's about the tour. On to the next thing. The collusion that goes on these tournaments as well. But, I mean, that's all side stuff. We started doing the show, and I'm gambling again. And when I looked at that year when I chased the tour at the P&L, I was like, what the heck? But I learned a lot, you know? I mean, it was a fun time, and I play them occasionally now, but it's the low takeout bets are where all the action are. And then I use the low takeout profits to play in some tournaments. But, yeah, I think it's gotten my big negative on it. I think there's just so much collusion with girlfriends and wives right now, where it just be if they went down to where you have one entry per household, I would play a lot more again. I just think there's just too much collusion, and there's too much value in low takeout bets, which is another thing too.
And also, that's the best point ever. But the tour structure is also a little bit flawed, right?
Very.
Because they don't give enough credit to the live bankroll tournaments, because they want people playing in the qualifiers all year long.
And then
so it's a little
even last year, the takeout, like I see all these people who yap about takeout, and then they're playing these tournaments, and we're all degenerates. We like doing it, but I saw some of these takeout tournaments for people who didn't have a seat last year, and I was like, the takeout 60%.
Right. So we look like hypocrites if we're playing a 60% takeout tournament when we're on here talking about, hey, low takeout wagers. No, like we're not knocking tournaments. They're great.
Oh no, it has a purpose.
The live bankroll ones are fantastic.
I mean, but it teaches you some things, but it also teaches you some bad habits as well. And I just found I do a lot better gambling for real money and loading the pocket up.
Well,
but I do play the tournaments. The reason you were so aggressive is because you saw your edge eroded in the pari-mutuel pools. You're not stupid. You're not going to sit there and get beat up and taken advantage of. So you had a little bit of an edge in the tourney space because, you know, you're pretty good at it. You know, I mean, like I give you a hard time a lot, but you're a pretty damn good tournament player, both mythical and live bankroll. So that was an edge for you. And if we didn't have the show or these low takeout wagers, you'd probably you wouldn't be chasing the tour, but you'd still be playing tournaments, right? Yeah, I'd absolutely be playing these live money tournaments, these low. I mean, I still play every day on ExpressBet. You know, that $40 tournaments and, you know, the 300 and 500 to win a seat. Like Tom used to always joke, you know, I never bought into any tournaments. My first buy-in tournament was the Breeders' Cup like 5 or 6 years ago. And then after that, everyone was a win-in. You could win into them pretty cheaply, you know?
So, Kieran still makes it to Vegas no matter what, qualify or not qualify. But this year he was on it was a working trip. He was there representing Double Trouble Live. He broadcast live from the ballroom. In fact, Steve-O, you were on the show.
Yep.
And then you got Dylan Donnelly on the show and Rich Nielsen. It was a Murderers Row Hall of Fame lineup, and that was all Kieran. So thank you, Kieran. Thank you, Steve-O. Real quick here, before we figure out what we want to do and who's alive to what. Yes, Tony V, most players have 2 entries. Is it a big advantage? Well,
Sometimes.
Thank God for Shannon Thornton, because she gave Kieran the best advice ever as a tournament player. And by the way, happy anniversary. I think it's your anniversary this weekend, isn't it?
Tomorrow. So hopefully
that
we'll have
poor woman. How many years? How many years of torture for that poor woman?
78.
78 years?
No, it's at 23 tomorrow.
No, seriously though, congratulations. And how good would it be to celebrate with a Gold Phoenix victory?
It better be. I already told everyone. Barrios, I'm gonna stalk him if I don't get to.
But yeah, real quick, tell him the advantage about what was happening. All your alternates were winning, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, you would do two entries, so you'd first and second, and it was always the second entry was the one doing better. And well, why aren't you playing two entries? Okay, and then 9 out of 10 times it was the second entry that ended up doing better. But I mean, they have two entries now. Some of these tournaments let them do 4. But the other thing with this is you also got wives and husbands, so they essentially have 4. We had someone out there, I won't even say their name, girlfriend and him have won multiple NHC seats playing together. I mean, back in the day, even 2 years ago, they would have been. Now they're cheering it. So it's another reason I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
All right, so Kieran, updated info. Mike just texted me back, and he said the NHC is important to him.
Okay. But tomorrow's the day to get it.
Okay.
Well, is it update? Let's see. I'm refreshing.
It's updated, but I don't think they minus the double until the bet is completed.
Oh,
right?
Wait, they've got the view wager. So he only bet. They've got race 8. They don't have race 9 updated. Oh, that's pretty bad.
He said,
how do you bet with 8 minutes left and you don't know where everyone is? That's so bad.
25-28. And what did he have before that? I don't think the double gets deducted until so he's going to be minus
until the leg goes. Yeah, it doesn't show the double
until it completes. All right. Do you mind if I just give him a quick phone call here?
Yes, I do.
Should I just put him on air and we'll strategize together?
Yeah, I mean, he's got. If the NHC is really important to him,
I'm calling.
The problem is he doesn't know what everyone else bet. He's got $300. He could just say, "I'm going to walk away with $1,500," and he's got $900 to blow on this race.
Hey,
well, not blow,
Mike, you are part of the show now because we've been talking about how to strategize a victory for you, and Kieran's been offering some really good info. So here's the thing: the leaderboard that you sent me is this. Your number is the same as it was before the double you put in. So you have to minus. What did you spend in race 11?
Yeah, it was 255.
So you have to minus that. So that's where you're at. The problem is you don't know where other people are at, and I can guarantee you that people are going to be shooting for the moon, and it wouldn't be surprised if someone hit something big, or if something logical happens, someone's going to have. I think 5,000 is probably a fair number here, Kieran. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at who was behind him, like Steve Hartson. He's going to fire away.
He'll fire away. Yep.
We know Tyler's going to fire away.
Yep, Tyler will fire.
Yeah, so you got a couple people who are going to fire away. If they're right, they're right.
So Kieran made a very good point. The NHC is important to you. The tournament tomorrow, is that NHC seats as well?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So,
hey, Frank, it's up to you.
Tomorrow,
no. Let's work this through together because, I just wanted to this is no. I'm gonna hang up and then I'm gonna take this offline so I could strategize with you. But I just wanted you to get on the show because it's kind of fun. Having you in the moment while we're talking about the race. So I'm going to hang up and call you back.
Okay,
buddy. I get the impression that he wants to try to get a seat today. So what should he shoot for, Kieran? 5,000, 3,000? Sit.
I think he's got to. If these guys go all in, I mean, I don't see them doing it. They're going to start doing exactas and tries, but the low exactas are paying $11, so they'd have to do like it 50 times. Like if he likes your 9 or R9, and a price underneath, like it might be one of those where he does that trifecta or exacta thing we talk about with 9 over.
All right, let me call him. I got what you're saying. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Here on, take over.
All right. We got any comments here? Who do you guys like? Oh, actually, John, I agree on this one. I liked both of them. Ricky has been riding pretty well. Second time Lasix. And then, of course, we've got Ayusu out there on the outside. And this is a really bad race. And I thought second time upgrade, like this is not a whole lot. I mean, a lot of them. 5 is the same anti-slap. So, it's between which jockey really wants it, the 5 or the 8 for the jockey title, or Rosario's going to upset the apple cart here as well. So what do you guys think? I don't think I need to do any bets. Steve-O here. All right, so we're going to toss the 5. Anyone else like a horse so we can toss it? Let me look here. Exacta. The lowest exacta right now is 9 over 11. I will say the one that shocks me the most is the pays that the 11 has been getting everywhere. So 9 over 11 is $12. 11 over 9 is 15. If I was in the contest right now, I might be looking at doing something like 9 over 11 and some prices 4, 5, and then back, like our usual thing. But I don't have Frank to give us the probables here. What are you guys betting on? Let me see. I'm alive too right now. Put up my ticket right here. I'm alive 6 times to the 9, and that double is paying really crappy. So 150, I'll get my money back essentially. And then I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 just for $5. 199, 181, 87. Yeah, these are, I'm going to owe the track money here is probably what's going to happen. We got Jessica here. They're milking it. Well, if you wanted a reason to bet a long shot in here, Jessica's at the gate and Ricky is riding the number 2 here, the other Baltus. So an exacta 9 over the 2 is $46. 9 over 2 is 46, and 2 over 9 is 69. Not horrible. Anyone else got a bet for us here? King the 2. Oh, in a trifecta. All right. I like what you're thinking here. I actually might do a bet like that. I don't know what the probables are, and we're at the post, but I really need the 9 on my bets. So I'm going to do 9 over.
I can look at probables for you. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
What did he end up doing, Frank?
Well, I don't want to say it just yet because
the gate's open.
Yeah. But I will tell you, we'll wait for the gates to open, and then I'll tell you guys what to root for.
All right.
I mean, this is very, very interesting. I liked your idea, but at the same time, the NHC seat is important to him, and he is in position to win one. So you have to go for it, right? If that's what you're playing for.
I've won one of my seats on one of these smaller tournaments, so I get it. You know what I mean? Like the cheap 500.
Yeah, but so if he doesn't if he stands pat and 2 people pass him and he misses out, and then he comes back and plays tomorrow and just whiffs, he could say, "Man, I should have gone for it yesterday." You know what I mean? I think in the moment, if that's what you're up to bat for and that's important to you, you have to take a swing.
He'll also get a bunch of tour points. You got to also keep in mind.
Well, I don't think he's an active tour player. That's
once
why
you get a few points, they've got a non-qualifier list where if you win a couple of on-site, you get some. My bet that I was thinking that we would have talked about doing, Frank, was like 9 over 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, and then coming back with 2, 3, 5, 4, 11 over 9.
Did you do it?
I'm gonna do it now, but I'm looking at the money.
And, they're at the gate, DTL Crew, but we're actually going to stay on a little longer because once the gates open, I'm going to announce our guy's bet so we can all root for him as well, and then we'll take a little break and come back after. But what a great show, man! Lots of stuff going on.
Oh, and we're also going to do a giveaway right now. Don't forget.
Oh, that's right. You have to stick around because the giveaway is coming on after.
Frank was too busy. We could have been hyping it while he's out there yapping. We get 10% of his winnings. I think they're cut off on betting, Frank. All right, they should be in.
I'm gonna wait till the gates open on Express Bet, and then I'm gonna announce it, and we'll back off because I don't want to red board after the fact.
It's gonna be like Let It Ride when they ask him what he bet in the last race, and then he goes, "He pissed it all away." And everyone's cheering like, "Yes, he bet it all."
And the reason I want to do this, Karen, is because this is a really great exercise. Like this is so in the moment. Like you can talk about tournament strategy on a Tuesday, but you don't have a plan. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. Like this is in the trenches stuff, man. Good luck to everyone who's alive in the all turf, in the late pick 3, in the late double. I am not. But our man Mike Puglisi, who is a fan of the show, a fan of the Matrix, kind of a new tournament player, and he's up to bat for
the NHC. 9 got surprisingly less money than I thought, Frank. I mean, there's a lot of money, but there was spread and the 11 is the shocker of all of this. Like, in
Peter
the tournament,
Miller, yeah. I'm going to trust Rosario and Drysdale. They've won every other race. And if the horse loses, the horse loses.
Yeah.
That's my top pick. But you're alive, right, Kieran? Yeah, you're alive in the
just
late
the
pick
9.
3.
Well, I mean, I got doubles as well, but on that pick 3, I need the 9.
Okay, that's good.
You know, I get my money back, but I'm owed to fire away tomorrow.
Spoiler alert: the 9 would be very good for everybody.
Okay.
But all
right, they're off.
1,000 to win on the 9. $200 exacta box, 5-9. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Well, Frank's gone. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's gone. He's back.
I mean, I don't know.
What do you do? 1,000 to win?
I don't know if it'll be good enough to win, but man, I am naming my. Tony and I we're naming our first child, Joel Rosario Scatoni.
That will be the leading rider.
Grandchild.
He will be the leading rider at Santa Anita this summer. His hands
here, right here. What happened to anti-slap? He got fouled. I think the Peter Miller horse. He was behind horses in a great spot, looked loaded for most of the race, leaving the backstretch, kind of like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, not good for that. I mean, the exact there would have been fantastic.
That jockey
5-2. That horse should have been 3-5.
Yeah, I mean, if you said he did 1,000 to win on it,
1,000 to win, and then we did it.
He's got he'll have the seat. I can tell by looking at it.
No, you don't. You never know, man. Like someone $1,800. Who finished second? I guess that depends.
The four finished
second.
Sissy Girl finished second, but you know who screwed up anti-slap? Kimura. That dude is riding so horrendous.
No, that wasn't his. Well, maybe he was in a little tight, but I think he got fouled.
No, Kimura was the one who fouled anti-slap.
Oh, okay. Well, you hit too, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I got my money backish, but hey.
Mike just texted me. He said, if the 5 doesn't check, I think we hit the exacta. I'm shaking. Man, I hope he holds on. Kieran, how cool is this that we helped strategize one of the DTL crew members in a live bankroll tournament? And you know what? We're not going to recap the tournament next week because who cares? No. We're going to enjoy the moment, in the moment.
I can't believe people watch I mean, I think it's bots watching it, but that's what some of the racetracks want. They want bots watching tournament action.
Well,
we actually debated playing in the tournament today ourselves, but we decided, we'll just focus on this.
Well, Mike's a very generous guy. He's probably, if he does win a seat, he's probably going to invite me to come along with him. But I'm going to let you go instead because you did such great work at the NHC as my sidekick that I think we should do it again next year.
If I don't win a seat, I don't think I'm going to go this year, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing. We're not trying, right?
No.
We're playing live bankroll tournaments. If we win a seat, we win a seat. We're not chasing a seat.
Nope.
And that's the problem. Guys like us, we should be chasing a seat, but we're not. We used to. It's gotten diluted. When you have Dave Portnoy bragging about him and his girlfriend and their sister wives getting seats,
that was the most
Brett Wiener and his extended family, I mean, it's just, the tournament is broken.
that was the most shocking thing. And then because last year or the year before, 3 guys bet 4 across every race, and they banned 2 of them just for betting the same horses. And you got people
in the NHC,
husbands and wives.
Hold on. Stop. In the NHC,
on one of the tournaments,
there were 2 people who just bet 4 across the board.
I think it was on one of the player sites, and they all bet the same. It was some weird stuff when they said they were trying to pool their money and play it. And then my thing to them is, why are you letting husbands and wives play? Like, you don't think they're telling each other what they're doing? And when I went 2 years ago to the NHC, I remember the tournament guy, someone coming up and go, how do I put a bet in? And I was like, is that not a clue to you that they're playing their husband's ticket?
I've been on the early days of the tournament scene when I was editor of the Horse Player magazine. The general manager was Jeff Sotman. Him and a couple of other people, along with Tom Kigley, they basically created it. And I used to play it all the time because it was prestigious. It was a challenge. And then I did well. And then all of a sudden I realized I'm starting to see first name, different, same last name.
Yes.
And I'm going, these people are buying. And then I stopped. I said, it's the same thing with the sophisticated players. If you're getting the worst of it, don't complain. Just stop playing.
And now they let you play in your hotel room at the tournament. So it makes it even easier for they can do their bets online so they can coordinate without people seeing them coordinate. I mean, it's like, but it's all about the money. I mean, I get it. I don't mean to. It's a fun. If you've never done it, it's fun to do it one time. You absolutely. It's like the horse players convention. You know what I mean? It's a great time. You'll meet a bunch of people.
Experience. Awesome.
You'll meet a bunch of people that you kind of see as a name. You know what I mean? Although the funny thing is, when I did not know what Nick Severs looked like, and he thought I blew him off when we were at the NHC.
You big time, dude.
I blew him off, but I didn't know who he was.
I'm going, go say hi to Kieran. He goes, I did. He ignored me.
All right. So you ready to do our drawing? All right. I'm going to have my Google pick 2 numbers. And I'll show a screenshot of the start of their name. So they got to reach out to Frank right after the show. Hopefully you're around. All right, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 113. 42. All right. Pick another number between 1 and 113. Okay, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 113. Oh, my God. All right. Why don't you try on yours, Frank? Mine is like said, I've done my work for the day.
Terry says you have to be present to win. So if we call your name and you don't make a comment in the chat, you're disqualified. No, what do you want me to do?
All right. Have your AI pick a name. So here's our first winner here. I'm gonna add a banner. G. Shelton. Just one. He's number
Terry,
42.
Oh, that was supposed to be mute. Oh.
Do you know him?
His alternate, Jerry Shelton. That was a joke. God.
Save as winner number 1. I'm just going to do a screenshot so you guys know I didn't game the system. I got to upload it here. Where's my media stuff here? All right, and file.
I don't even know how you're doing this, but
I just had.
As long as Mark Gelding isn't doing it, I feel safe.
When everyone signed up, they got assigned a number, so that's why.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, got it.
So
G. Shelton 19.
Yep. I don't want to show what his email is, so you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit of privacy. All right. Okay, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 1.
I think that's Gelding Shetland. Gelding Shetland. Is that a Mark Gelding burner account?
Oh my. That's a random number. 581.
We don't have 581. We don't buy followers. Okay, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 113. All right, I give up, Frank. You try. It just gave me 1,011.
Well, should I just pick a random number between 1 and 113?
That's it. Yes.
33.
All right, let me look.
33. And if it's Katoni Raising at Gmail, I'll pick another number.
It's Paul Kamara.
What's the name? I know you're butchering it.
I'm totally butchering it. Oh, jeez. It's Paul, Rikimaru.
All right, okay.
And I'll send you their email after this, Frank, so you can send it on to Tyler.
Well, why don't you just send it to Tyler? Why do I have to do it?
Okay.
I'm not your secretary.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'll do it. I'll do whatever. All I care about is that we finally get to do something nice for our crew. And I can't thank Tyler and ExpressBet enough.
And there's winner number 2.
Paul Rickmore.
Right,
number 33. And G. Shelton and Paul.
I'm sending it to. I was being funny. I'm sending it to Tyler myself. So.
Just tell. I'll give you my Venmo account so Tyler could just put it directly into. Oh, it's funny, Tony B. It sounds like a lot of collusion in these tournaments. I thought he was going to say there's a lot of collusion in this random drawing.
No, then we would have won with our 45 different emails we had in, Frank. That tells you how bad it is. We couldn't hit.
But
we
hey,
stacked
you know
the deck
what?
and we still lost.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone for signing up with the email. It'll be 100% worth your while. For everyone who donated, we promise to give you the best exclusive content for Del Mar and Saratoga. We're not asking people to sign up. If you don't want to pay, that's fine. You're going to get my Matrix letter grades every day, Kieran's, actually my Matrix letter grades and some notes on select races and horses, Kieran's notes and all low takeout plays. And then for those who want bonus stuff like, late pick fives, maybe some other kind of wagers or whatever we're doing, that's cool too. We just want to keep growing this community. And I love Tyler so much because he understood what we were trying to say. Or like, you guys need to step up and respect the crew. And he goes, absolutely. Here's what we're going to do. And
I mean, we didn't want to do the paid donation thing, but overhead is a lot. And these tracks,
has two kids, one kid in college and another one about to go to college. I have two doggies.
All these tracks care about and they only pay them a little bit of money, is handicapping shows on Tuesdays. You guys do not realize it. And then they don't care about actual gambling and handle change. It's all about the views. It's insane. It's insane.
Steve-O, thank you for joining us. As always, really appreciate you. Terry, cheer on the Spurs. Thank you, DTL Crew. What a really cool show. I'm so happy for Mike. I don't know the result. I don't know if he won a seat or not, but he had a pretty good day at the windows. And last time I checked, it was all about, it's not how many winners you picked, it's how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I donated a little to the track, but I got some action back to bet on Go Phoenix tomorrow.
Well, let's review, Kieran, because I know you hit the pick 3, and I'm pretty sure you hit the double too.
Yeah, they both paid $150. I mean,
double you had multiple times.
Yeah, but I mean, almost just like yesterday. You never know. I mean, that yesterday funded the next few days, and today I churned and had a chance to win some good money.
What did the double pay actually?
$25.
So 3 to 5 to a 5 to 2 probably should have been 3 to 5.
Yes.
That was the craziest thing. You even said when the horse was 2 to 1, you're like, I'm surprised the horse isn't taking more money. And then the horse drifted to 5 to 2. Do you want to do any analytics or you want
your guy got a seat, Frank. He came in second.
That's official? Wow, but someone overtook
someone did a $1,400 win and got $5,000. Your guy did a $1,000 win and got that extra $400 is what did it.
So who won?
Joshua Isner on ExpressBet.
And what was his final?
54.64.
And what did my guy get?
And what made him his money today was he did a $60 double in race 2, the 4 to the 2 that paid $15.72. That's usually the separators, those kind of. He did that Harvey Lane Ricky horse at 15 to 1 into a 5 to 1. He beat 2 chalks and then did his minimums and then hammered the chalk at the end. But I played a lot of these tournaments. This guy played it right. He played it correctly, as did Mike. I mean, Mike, he got his seat. He's good to go, and he's got 4,700 plus an NAC seat.
Yeah, because this is very interesting, Kieran, because we were trying to come up with the right win amount. And at one point he said, let's just do 2,500 to win on the 9.
And then Tyler, who we thought would spend a lot of money, just knowing contest players, did a 1,200 to win on the 5 and 1,200 to win on the 8. And if KK had not hammered 5, I don't know if he beat the 9, but had a good chance, and that probably would have given the win. Although
which
Mike would have had the exactas.
Which horse are you talking about?
He did 1,200 to win on the 5, and
the 5 got screwed,
and 1,200 to win on the 8. The Vegas nightclub. But I mean,
well, how cool is that, man? Kieran, thank you for talking it out, because we had to figure out what was important to Mike, right? I think if you were playing, what's important to me is preserving my bankroll. I'll take home 1,000 and I got 1,500 tomorrow, bigger fish to fry, and I'm cool with that. But to Mike, he wanted an NHC seat. I'm just glad that, the bet worked out, because it would have been awful if he didn't bet enough in that last race and got pipped and finished third.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the leaderboard, I could tell you if I was playing in this contest, I would have been fourth, because I would have kind of hedged looking at tomorrow, and someone that's been like Quigley, I'd said his name if you were looking for that on the bingo card, calls me the bubble boy. I've never actually won a tournament. I've come second so many damn times. It's frustrating. I've lost tournaments by 50 cents.
Yeah, because you got too drunk and bet an extra 50 cent trifecta.
No, the reason I was there is because, I mean, when I came second in that Del Mar thing, I mean, I won 50K plus. But the reason I got to that point is someone called my name as I was putting the bet in the machine, and I looked around and the bet disappeared, and they were loading in the gate, and I did the bet again, and it won. So I had it twice.
Okay. No, but walk me through this a little bit, because Kieran, we might have our phenom here, Mikey, play more tournaments with Mikey. So you said that you would have finished fourth today if you had played?
I would have played the way I would have, if I had his $2,500, I would have done.
Well, wait, no, hold on. How would you have gotten there first? His early hit was the 11 in the downhill race to Lady Gambita. He had a $60 double, and I think he got back like 2,500 or something.
I'd have to. I mean,
forget it. But you're right. If you were in his spot, what would you have done? $2,500.
I probably would have taken five. I would have bet $500 in that last race, and I probably would have waited to the last minute. And the fact that I don't think I would have done the 500 to win. I might have done a $300 win, and then because I've gotten nailed by people doing exactas and tries and all that stupid nonsense, I would have spent $300 to win, and I would have done 200 on exactas, and none of my exactas would have come up, and I would have ended up in fourth place.
Oh, I see. Got you. But that's a lesson in and of itself, because when I was talking to Mike, he goes, well, 2,500 on the 9, right? And I go, well, because he's like, you like the 9? Yeah, I like the 9. I go, and Kieran likes the 9. But you don't want to bet yourself out of position either, right? Because the seat was important to him.
On something like this, because I would be going up tomorrow, and I always play when gold races, my focus would have been on the bigger one tomorrow. Yeah. And I had a free shot at it, kind of thing.
Right, and you take home 1,000 too.
Yes.
That was actually a really good discussion, because sometimes there's A, sometimes there's B, and you talk about A and B, but the best decision could be C. And I never even considered that, because he's playing this tournament. Wasn't even thinking about tomorrow. So the fact that you brought that up and say, hey, you know what? Tomorrow's even, he's got a free, he won the seat for $40. Now he turned that 40 into $1,000 in his pocket and a $1,500 entry tomorrow for big money. That never even crossed my mind. So I thought that was a really, really good point you made, and a really good discussion. Do you want to do the analytics, or you want to just take a break and we'll do it another time? I have to think the pick 3 pool is pretty freaking good today.
I'd say we do it another time. I mean, the double pool, it looks like, was.
Well, you know what? The numbers don't matter.
Yeah.
Field size.
They don't care. It's the only growth in racing, but they don't care.
No, but they're fake numbers. Because field sizes, how many races.
Anyone got a good subscriber bot that we can use? That way the tracks will pay attention to us.
Wait, what's a subscriber bot?
It grows your YouTube channel, so it looks like you have a bunch of views, but somehow it doesn't correspond to actual. Yeah.
Pick 3 today, 348K. Double 200K. Pick 4, 373. Pick 5 was pretty healthy, 842. but I bet it was still down from last year.
We'll just look real quick.
But you know what? Doesn't matter because, the data is fake news. All right, so Kieran, good job. You hit the late pick 3. You hit the late double. Our guy, Mike Puglisi, finished second, got an NHC seat. Thank you for the tournament strategy advice, DTL Crew.
Hey, Frank, the double was up. The double was up 25%, 400K. And the pick 3 was up 50%.
Yeah, but it was a gibbous moon last year, and it was a quarter moon this year.
What did you say the pick 5? What was the pick 5 this year?
800 something.
It was 857 last year. No growth. But
yeah, hey. but Kieran, Trump woke up on the left side of the bed last year, and this year he woke up on the right side. So you can't compare the two. Two totally different things.
Yep.
So wait, what was the pick 3 up?
Pick 3 was 207 last year.
348. Pick 4?
458.
373. 2 pulls down, 2 pulls up, but you know what? The numbers don't tell the story. Okay. Gotcha. Great show, guys.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you'll see me in the winner's circle, race 9 tomorrow.
Do you want to What race is Gold Phoenix?
Race 9, the start of the all-turf single.
Okay, so we'll have our plays out. I'm with you. I have to. You have to single Gold Phoenix. There's no alternative.
Well, either if you're on our mailing list,
Gold Phoenix,
and you confirmed, we'll send it out. If you don't get the email, we'll figure something out where you guys can hop on the website with a code from watching the previous show. We're still work in progress. Yeah, we're doing it on a shoestring budget.
And look, for everyone who didn't get an email or couldn't participate for glitches or whatever, don't be discouraged. There's going to be plenty more opportunities for us to give back to you guys. And again, ExpressBet, Tyler, thank you. Santa Anita, thank you. Low-takeout wagers. DTL Crew. About it. Get out, get up, get paid.
On life support, they hit me with that low takeout. Now I'm feeling kinda sport. 15%, bro, that's basically free money. I'm about to turn $11 into a yacht by Monday. Low takeout best, cha-ching. Double trouble, I'm doing this thing. My pocket's doing the running, man. Low takeout best, what? Bookie's crying in the can. Low takeout best, baby, 3 straight lawns. If this thing hits, I'm buying the whole damn barn. Grass to grass, no dirt in my life. I'm so all turf, I might start photosynthesize. Santa Anita, low takeout got me acting unwise. Told my wife, babe, I'm rich, now she want alimony twice. Double trouble on the mic, we causing the scene. Low takeout, let's all turf and retirement dream. If we hit this pick 3, tell the valet keep the change. We're reading lobster tonight on a $12 range. Boom! Thank you, Santa Anita, good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.